Пошли. Все вместе. Какие ваши доказательства?
They want you to comply.
Cancel culture is about canceling.
Кокаином.
Up yours. Woke moralists. Up yours.
This is systematic bullying that's happening.
Woke moralists.
Whoopsie.
Up yours.
And they believe that they can then
Woke
shut us
moralists.
up.
F around and find out.
Up yours. Woke moralists.
They seem animalistic is what I mean.
No, they're worse than animals.
The woke mob, they ruin everything.
They stop Ben Shapiro from going to events and speaking. They stop Ann Coulter from doing it.
I will never surrender even a single inch of ground to a pitchfork mob.
You never cave to the mob.
We will never bow to the mob. Ever. No matter what.
Do you see the final expression of cancel culture in terrorist groups like
Up yours.
We'll see who cancels who.
They want you to comply.
Hey everybody, I was gonna do it.
Are we live?
I was gonna do the show by myself, and then I was gonna concoct this whole story about how I did a coup and I had to kick everybody off the show, and right as it started, you jumped on.
I ruined it. I'm sorry, I ruined it. Yeah, I literally enter the room and I hear they want you to comply. And I was like, oh, we're live. Oh.
See, if I didn't miss last week, I would have probably just ducked out and just not do the show. But I couldn't miss 2 weeks in a row because I'll miss a bunch in December. But it's nice to see you. How are you doing?
You just dropped that little. I'm gonna be out for the entire next 2 weeks or something.
I'm planning to take like at least 3 weeks off in December from the show. I'll be trying, like, I'm gonna cook up some pre-recorded stuff for my main channel that's like good in quality. I'm working on it now, so I'm taking a lot of time. But yeah, I always try to decompress in December and just like enjoy the holidays and whatnot. So I don't want to miss any more Leftist Mafia shows. But it's nice to see you again, friend.
Yeah, nice to see you too. Mike is already looking forward to Christmas. Look at him. He's already like, I'm picturing him just walking through the streets. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Shopping bags in hand.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I'm kind of like a Christmas mom where, you know, I put up the decorations for the kids, being my dogs. And I like to go all out. Although I'm not feeling like particularly in the Christmas spirit this year per se. But I am looking forward to just kind of like taking some time off to play video games and you know, just be lazy, kind of veg out, have a bit of a staycation.
We should play some video games together. We should do some. I'm drawing you back. I'm reeling you back in. We should do some video game streams.
I think that we still should do some sort of video game stream where we play like What the Dub. Or we play a game that's really easy for us to play over the internet, or something that the audience can play along. Because I think that there's a lot of darkness and sadness going on. So if we can maybe have a lighthearted stream, I think people might enjoy that. I know I would enjoy that for sure right now.
Hey, Fortnite's doing a Simpsons season right now. That's a lot of fun.
I saw that. That actually made me want to try Fortnite again, but I'm just so bad at it.
I've been leveling up so I could unlock my battle pass levels, so I could get I think what wasn't that we got? You get Marge, you get Ned Flanders, and you get Homer Simpson in the battle pass. So I'm unlocking those. Yeah,
you can't play as Bart Simpson like with a skateboard.
So there is a Bart character, but he's in the shop, so you got to buy him with the in-game currency.
Okay.
Also though, with what I don't like about it is because so in Fortnite all the skins are aesthetic only. So they got to make all the characters like the same height, basically, so no one has to. So there's no like advantage to like playing.
That makes sense.
So what they do is they put Bart in like a mecha robo suit, so because his height wouldn't be equal to the rest of it.
Okay.
So he's sitting
Clever.
in there. You see his face and everything, but he's in like a robot, and the robot body is what's shooting and everything. So Bart's
Okay.
not running around like with a gun.
Interesting. That's really interesting. You know what I've been playing lately is Power Wash Simulator 2.
Power Wash Simulator. There's a
I've
second one. Oh,
I've got to say it is amazing. I've almost completed the game. I think I'm like 80% of the way through it. It is very, very good.
do you just power wash things?
You just power wash things. Yeah, it's one of those oddly satisfying like cozy type games, but I'm really digging it. That's kind of like my happy place right now.
I mean, have you ever used a real power wash? It is a lot
I
of fun to
have.
just. It is.
I have.
It is a lot of fun to do. So I wonder.
Yeah.
I think you might be drawing me into that game. Maybe we
Yeah, I
can
mean,
do a power washing stream.
I am a huge fan of real life power washing. So anybody who's going to hit me with well, Mike, if you like that, why don't you do power washing in real life? I do. I enjoy it. So yeah, no, it's a lot of fun.
I was considering like if I ever started like a real life like offline like service business, I would start a power wash company because I'd be in heaven. I would love going to work every day and power washing shit.
It would be fun. Oh, somebody said my audio's low. Let me turn it up just a tiny bit. There we go. That should fix it. But I don't know who's gonna drop in tonight. We haven't really heard from the rest of the crew, but
Yeah, Leftist Mafia is falling apart, folks.
we're not having a good hit rate of attendees each week.
So pretty much you could nearly always guarantee, aside from like pre-scheduled days off, that me, Mike, and Lance will be there.
Mm-hmm.
But Lance has his grandma's birthday today.
Yes,
Happy birthday,
to
Grandma!
her.
Grandma Surfs. I'm assuming that's her name.
I think that's a fair assumption.
Right. So happy birthday, Grandma Surfs. Lance will be back, I assume, next week. But when it comes down to David Dole, Ariana, and Rebecca, it is a roll the dice who's showing up.
Indeed. Indeed. You know what would be fun though, and this might be a crazy idea. It could be a disaster. Is if it's just like a couple of us and there's not a lot of people, what if we did a call-in show and rather than setting it up, we just drop the invite link to StreamYard in the chat, let people join, and we just bring them in one by one, take calls. I feel like that would be a lot of fun. It could be a complete and utter disaster, but it could be fun. It's a risk. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I think it could be fun. Do we want to try it today?
I kind of want to try it, right? I mean, I don't know if anybody's going to show up, and I feel like I've touched on all the topics personally that I wanted to on my show this week, so I would be down to just like
All right. So let's do that. But first, I guess let's do a quick with you and me here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do a quick run through of what were the major stories of the week. I guess number one, end of the government shutdown, which was a major throwing in of the towel for the Democrats.
Yeah, very demoralizing.
Yeah. And then the other big story, obviously, is Donald Trump wasn't really telling the truth about, surprise, how long he was buddy with Jeffrey Epstein for, according to these new document releases. Some of listen, I didn't believe the guy when he said he cut off Jeffrey Epstein, but what I wasn't expecting was email correspondence like weeks before Epstein was killed about Donald Trump and Epstein. Right. I mean, or when he was found dead. Let's be clear. We don't know what happened, folks, right? But I mean, those were some pretty recent emails that Jeffrey Epstein had with Trump as a hot topic in those emails, talking about what a piece of work Donald Trump is, and how the only hit dog that hasn't hollered yet, or whatever it was, or
the dog that hasn't barked.
Yeah, oh my God. I mean, claiming that Donald Trump spent hours with one of his girls.
Right.
I think I saw there was an email where he was concerning Trump and Prince Andrew, who's no longer Prince Andrew. He's just Andrew now.
Don't forget about Peter Thiel.
The Peter Thiel emails.
That one was so creepy. It was like I think Epstein sent to Peter Thiel, "That was a great time," or something along those lines. Just all very mysterious, where they're always talking indirectly about things. They never say explicitly what it is they're doing or what somebody did, because they don't want to leave a paper trail. It's all very like they're insinuating so many things, but now with the context, knowing what we know about Jeffrey Epstein, it paints such a disgusting picture. And I've got to say, the stories from this week just have me feeling deja vu, right? Because it's like, okay, what are we learning? Yeah, Trump he's probably a diddler, and Democrats are cowards and they're always gonna cave. It's like, man, after having such a great week last week, it feels like a gut punch to come into this week and just have to relive the same shit that has got us to this point, at least in terms of Democrats, and then to see the same song and dance, this time with Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump, and Republicans trying to defend it, like Megyn Kelly. I have a video about her tomorrow, so I don't want to go too in the weeds right now, but I mean, the defenses that they're launching, all in service of Donald Trump, I mean, these people are genuinely morally bankrupt. It's hard to overstate how gross they are.
They're all defending what. First of all, they don't even know what's it like. Up to my Trump supporters, they don't even like the big influencers, the big names, the talking heads. They don't even fucking know what's in there, but they're already prepared. Like they don't know for sure what's in there, but there is coming. They are coming to a realization of that. There's probably something in there. In those Epstein files, because the way they are reacting, they are like preemptively defending him. Like here, play this clip from Megyn Kelly. I'm dropping it in the chat. Have you seen this?
I'm pretty sure this is the one that I saw this. This one is absolutely disgusting. This one honestly should be permanently delegitimizing. Like, Megyn Kelly should not have followers after this. It's truly reprehensible. Yeah, this is the one that I'm going to talk about tomorrow on my show. I'm going to go over like their response in general, but this was quite the doozy.
Here's a little sneak peek, folks, of what Mike's going to talk about on his channel tomorrow.
As for Epstein, I've said this before, but just as a reminder, I do know somebody very, very close to this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like, he liked 15-year-old girls.
Okay, I just have to pause right there, because first of all, when she was like, the person I know says he's not a pedophile, Beta's reaction was like, as if she said something so fucking like illuminating.
Right.
What? How do you not say, excuse me? And then she goes, barely legal, as she refers to a 15-year-old.
Yeah, that's what caught my. A lot of people are talking about how she's clearly, as it goes on, you'll see she's making that argument that Epstein wasn't a pedophile. He was in a whatever that word is for people.
She's making technically it's an ephebophile.
Right. And I'm listen, if you're gonna split hairs like that, for accuracy's sake, I guess, but at the same time, legally there is no difference. Under 18, they are children, whether they are
absolutely,
whether they are 6'7". My kids have fucked me up with the 6'7" shit.
I know.
It's all I can think of now when I remember. Whether they're 6'7" or 15, they are children.
They cannot consent.
Right.
They cannot consent. That is the key thing here. This is rape.
Yes. And but what wasn't really, I didn't see much people talk about, is Megyn Kelly doesn't seem to know what barely legal that term means.
Right.
Barely legal means 18.
Right.
Means like just turned 18 or recently turned 18. They are barely legal, but that means legal. 15 is nowhere close to barely legal. They are not legal.
Right.
Not barely anything. They are not legal.
And think about why she's doing this, like the disgusting motivation to do this. She's trying to minimize Epstein's crimes, all in defense of Donald Trump. So that way, in the likely event he's implicated as well, it's not as bad. You're not going to be, as disappointed now that they've nuanced trolled and gotten you to accept that technically, it's a febophilia, not pedophilia. These people are so sick in the head. And
people
think
who
about
make
how
that argument.
long they've spent, like, what was the last 3 years or so, where every LGBTQ plus person, they show up on your TV, that's grooming kids. They're in the presence of somebody, they're standing there, oh, that trans person is grooming your kids by being there, by being trans in public. But yet here they are trying to downplay Epstein's crimes. I just can't get over it.
Yeah. Like, the anyone who makes that argument about it's not technically pedophilia, they're making that argument in order to lessen the illegal activity they are condoning or partaking in.
Exactly.
Again, I guess if you are, if you're a journalist and writing about this or covering a story, I guess it's important to get the age right. But at the same time, there is no difference in terms of it being a child.
Yeah. Hey, Rebecca.
Hey, guys. It's just, look, I'm late. It's just us.
It's just us.
Just
yeah.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're watching Megyn Kelly preemptively defend Donald Trump for being in the Epstein files.
Okay. I'm here.
Let's rewind this so Rebecca can catch this. Maybe she hasn't. Have you seen this clip yet?
I have. I haven't seen it. White people business. I would love to see it though. Yeah.
All right. So here we go.
It's buckle up, Rebecca.
Okay.
It's a doozy.
As for Epstein, I've said this before, but just as a reminder, I do know somebody very, very close to this case who is in a position to know virtually everything. Not everything, but virtually everything. And this person has told me from the start, years and years ago, that Jeffrey Epstein, in this person's view, was not a pedophile. This is this person's view, who was there for a lot of this, but that he was into the barely legal type. Like he liked 15-year-old girls. And I realize this is disgusting. I'm definitely not trying to make an excuse for this. I'm just giving you facts. That he wasn't into like 8-year-olds, but he liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby. And that is what I believed, and that was what I reliably was told for many years.
I noticed that contradiction too. Yeah.
Wait. So they like so what what Epstein was into was girls who were 15 and looked younger, but also passed for 18.
Yes.
How does that make any sense? Also, I like the idea of, I couldn't help but think like the mystery person who is very close to the Epstein case, who's telling her this stuff. All I could think of was Megyn, it's me, Donald Trump, your friend Donald Trump here. Let me tell you something. Epstein, not into 8-year-olds, okay? The 15 types. You know what I'm talking about?
This is.
Oh, and did you see today? The White House posted a video of Donald Trump with kids in the Oval Office. Like, they chose a hell of a time to post that. I guess to show that, like, maybe it's a coincidence, right? Nothing is a coincidence with these motherfuckers, but just, I guess, to show that he's not a danger to kids. See, there are kids in his presence. But I feel like that actually makes me feel more uneasy because I don't want them around him, okay? It's so horrifying to think about what he could have done in his past.
Yes.
Hey, Ariana.
Hi, Ariana.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good. How are you?
Doing good.
Sorry I'm late. I have been running around the city all day today, so I finally got home and I ate, and I was like, all right, we're good to go.
Well, happy to
That's
have
okay.
you.
Check your mic. Check your mic input though.
Anyways, go on. Don't let me stop.
Have you seen this clip? Rewind it again, Mike.
Oh
Let's
my
do it
God.
again.
We can't make the viewer. I'll just give her the rundown so the viewers don't have to watch it 3 times. Basically, Megyn Kelly in this clip is trying to downplay Jeffrey Epstein's pedophilia by saying she knows somebody who said he's not actually a pedophile. She didn't say this, but she's making technically it's a febophilia argument, and she's saying he was into girls that could pass for younger, but also pass for legal age. But he wasn't into super young girls, just like young teens that are barely legal, such as 15, which, like, it's a mind fuck. It's a mind
Yeah,
fuck.
naturally.
Long story short, she's downplaying Jeffrey Epstein's crimes in defense of Donald Trump. That's essentially what this is about. And she said she's not trying to make excuses for Jeffrey Epstein, but as you're going to see as the clip goes on, she is indeed making excuses for Jeffrey Epstein.
I mean, I think technically, though, in her mind, she's not making an excuse for Jeffrey Epstein because the excuse is for Donald Trump. I mean, that's what this is all about.
That's fair. Right.
That's what this is all about. They don't give a shit about Jeffrey Epstein, obviously, but they stay like, you can see with this argument spreading among like the biggest Trump supporters online. Maybe Ghislaine Maxwell was really a victim.
Right, I've seen that.
Jeffrey Epstein's not wasn't really a pedophile. He was into teenage girls. All of this, they don't care about Ghislaine or Epstein, obviously, and they shouldn't, but they care immensely about Donald Trump. And these are all arguments made to defend Donald Trump without saying his name.
Right. It's a new low, but there is really no bottom, so they'll get lower than this even. But here we are now.
And it wasn't until we heard from Pam Bondi that they had tens of thousands of videos of alleged, forgive me, they used to call it kiddie porn. Now they call it child sexual abuse material on his computer. That for the first time I thought, oh no, he was an actual pedophile.
Right.
I mean, only a pedophile gets off on young children abuse videos. She's never clarified it. I don't know whether it's true. I have to be honest. I don't really trust Pam Bondi's word on the Epstein matters anymore. Yeah, so I don't know what's true about him, but we have yet to see.
I just want to pause really quick just to say, I too do not trust Pam Bondi, but I think she's probably a lot more believable than Jeffrey Epstein. I'm just going to put that out there. Notorious pedophile, corrupt, criminal DOJ. I think she's probably more likely to be accurate.
I mean, why doesn't she believe Pam Bondi? I mean, Pam Bondi is running cover for Trump. Does she realize what she's saying? Because Pam Bondi is telling the truth and nothing but the truth, and the truth in the eyes of Donald Trump. There's no Epstein files. All the big charade we did with the binders and the influencers, right-wing influencers coming out holding up the binders, and I have the Epstein files on my desk. That was all mirage. You didn't see that. What are you guys talking about? Right. Who's Jeffrey Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein, the New York financier?
Anybody come forward and say I was I was under 10, I was under 14 when I first came within his purview. You can say that's a distinction without a difference.
No, it's not.
I think there is a difference. Yeah. There's a difference between a 15-year-old and a 5-year-old. Yeah. It's just whatever.
Bro, these people are demons.
Actually,
I mean, as someone pointed out, Megyn Kelly has a 14-year-old daughter. I mean,
that makes it so much worse that she's making this argument somehow.
Does she consider her, in her words, barely legal daughter? Would she be fine with her getting involved with this stuff, and how it's not that big of a deal because she's not really a kid? She's a teen, not a small child. Would she be fine with that line of defense?
There's just nothing that they won't defend. They have absolutely no moral standards. They just simply don't give a shit. I mean, if you'll defend this, if you'll defend genocide, if you'll defend so many things that we didn't think we would see them defend, I mean, the floor is in hell. Like, these people are just bad people, period, full stop. They're just craven, opportunistic people who are going to do whatever they think they need to do to get ahead. And I think that it's going to be more common, we'll wait and see, but it's going to be more common probably for the political commentators to try to defend Donald Trump or downplay it, than it will be for politicians, especially the ones with political ambitions. And again, we'll see when the vote comes up. But Republicans, more of them are coming out saying now that this discharge petition is going to lead to a floor vote, they're going to support it. Because if you think about it, if you want to run for president 10 years down the line, do you really want your opponent to create this attack ad about how you voted to protect pedophiles once once the Trump era is over and it's no longer, good to defend him? I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. These people are so gross to me.
I mean, everyone should be prepared for. I mean, this is not a conversation that's completely outside the purview of where we've heard right wingers, usually libertarians, argue. But be prepared for a conservative right wing led age of consent debate like you've never heard before. Once this stuff comes out,
Yeah,
right.
You are about to hear. I mean, they've already been planting the seeds for a while about how women hit the wall at a certain age. That trope that they throw out there, that there's a wall they hit, and that age is usually something like mid-20s or even younger sometimes. They talk about how women, or really they call them women, but really girls, are really they're most fertile in their teens or whatever. So try to push that shit forward. Be prepared for this shit all to come up and be disgusted like you've never been disgusted before. Because once they got to defend Donald Trump, those arguments are going to be right-wing doctrine and not just certain little pockets of right-wingers in like the Christian nationalists or something. No, it's gonna be the right-wing ideological talking point across the board.
Yeah.
And that's a shame, because they, I mean, they've already tried to drum this up about, in some shape. They've always been weird like this. That's why we have Epstein and Friends and all this stuff. And what people try to make excuses for from the past. Oh, that was just like 25 years ago. That was like 30 years ago. That was like 50 years ago. And it's like, it's still sick. And you guys are trying to find excuses because y'all love Trump so much, or you're such a Trump supporter, to say, he wouldn't do that today. Yeah, because he's shriveled, and he probably would do that today. So hide your kids, hide your wives, because he is capable, just like all the people that are in those emails and messages and have had a good time with Epstein and all the exposure that's going on. But it's really sad that is going to be a thing. We're going to see right now that's going to become the talking point on Fox News, by different talking heads. They're going to try to make that stick, where he didn't go for babies, like he didn't go for them if they didn't have their period yet. Like, they're gonna go so extreme and weird like that just to make it seem like what they do is make these children adults, and this 15-year-old girl, in some states that's still legal and all that. It's a problem. And
there's no state, by the way, 15, there's no state where that's legal.
And we thank
15,
God for it.
yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we think
so. The argument, though, that 15 is barely legal, and they could, and anyone thinking, oh, maybe they'll make the argument that, like, in some states it's legal. No,
they make the argument now. I've seen it when they were
no
talking
state
about
where 15 is
when they talk about Diddy and Cassie, and although Cassie was 19 or whatever, they still make it teenager. But I'm like, that's still a kid compared to the experience of this. So imagine the children that they were objectifying and putting them in this position. That's abuse, that's trauma, that's all of this stuff. And you just want, what's going to happen to the president? He's already done so many things, and they're just like, he's invincible. Like, and here we are with what we've already known about him. And here it is, exposing on paper. What are they going to say now? Mm-hmm. What are they going to say now? It's just going to be like, he didn't mean to do that.
Well, and what's crazy is that these commentators, they don't actually have to do this. They don't have to defend Donald Trump because the base won't believe it anyway. Like, just speaking anecdotally, my family member who is a Trump supporter says that all of the Epstein stuff is just fake news, straight up fake news. So it's like, why? You don't even have to bother to downplay it because they'll find some way to do mental gymnastics to deny reality anyway. But the fact that you're choosing on your own volition to make a defense of Jeffrey Epstein in service of Donald Trump really speaks to how craven you are, because you think this is going to benefit you in some way, or you think you've got to jump on the bandwagon and, I guess hitch your wagon to Trump, even though he's very clearly a sinking ship right now. I can't understand what would possess them to do things like this. But again, I'm also a normal person and not a demon like Megyn Kelly, who is now willing to stoop this low. It's a new low, but they'll go lower. So don't be too surprised, because they'll find some way. They're very creative in being bad people. So they will innovate and iterate and find some way to do something even more fucked up in like a year or two from now. Just give it fucking time.
I don't know. I think this one's the cream of the crop in terms of fucked up shit. I don't know what they can do. This Epstein thing's been decades coming down the pike in terms of how long it's taken for this to finally start to drip out. This has got to be the ultimate, right? Like
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll find out, won't we?
What could come after this?
Who knows? I don't want to imagine it. It's too traumatizing.
I do have a question though. Do you guys really think that list is going to come out? Because the cynical part of me is like, there's just no way.
I mean, I don't think there's a list that's left to come out. I think there are documents and photos. I think there is going to be. I mean, I don't know if it'll ever come out like this, but the smoking gun will ever come out. But without a doubt, there is clear. I mean, especially after reading some of these emails, like they were keeping shit to make sure they could blackmail each other just in case it came down to it. Like Epstein claims he's got photos, where those photos are, if anyone has access to them. I mean, Pam Bondi was claiming they were videos.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you don't just say that shit. I mean, I guess you can just say that shit.
And all over his residence. I thought that was
right. That's a great point. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like a well-known fact.
There is but that's the thing. I don't think there's like we from my understanding, like the list is out. There was never anything more than like the flight logs, from my understanding. And I think he had like a little black book or something with like his contacts. I don't think there is like a client list that says like on this date, this celebrity came and procured girls of this age and they did this with each other. I don't think there's anything like that. But like there's definitely photos and who knows what kind of documents out there that will give people a rock solid idea of who was involved and what was going on.
There's got to be a Rolodex somewhere. And Democrats need to subpoena the Epstein estate and get everything they could possibly get. I think it was a great move to get those emails. I don't know what Republicans were thinking by dropping 20,000 emails. I don't know if it was to try to, distract from the worst revelations, but the ones that the Republicans dropped were pretty incriminating as well. I mean, the 2017 Thanksgiving between Trump and Epstein, that's bad. That contradicts the timeline where Trump said he ended it with Epstein back in 2004, 2005.
What was that one again? I'm trying to remember what was the Thanksgiving one?
So it was Epstein telling somebody that he was attending Thanksgiving in NYC with a bunch of people and Donald Trump as well. 2017. So, and that also lines up with what Epstein told Michael Wolff in audio interviews, where he claimed that he knew about the White House when Trump was president the first time. So it kind of it's Epstein again affirming that that connection did not end. Sure, they weren't on the best terms. Nonetheless, they were still in contact with each other based on at least what Epstein says.
Just it's gonna be amazing to see what comes next. So we got the House voted on it, right, or not yet?
No, so there's going to be a vote next week, according to Mike Johnson.
I couldn't remember.
Adelita Grijalva became the 218th vote as soon as she was sworn in. What's funny is that, so I don't know if you all saw this. This was kind of a buried story, which is insane to me. So the Trump administration, I don't know who all was there, apparently like CIA, FBI, they held a meeting in the Situation Room after Democrats dropped those emails, and they brought in Lauren Boebert to try to pressure her to not or to remove her name from the discharge petition. If you have to do this from the people who know what's in the files, FBI, CIA, that's a DOJ. I don't know CIA, but DOJ. If you have to do that, you know what's in these files is really fucking bad. So the fact that that happened is very, it's sussy, as the kids would say, right?
Do they say sussy?
They would say it
That
would
don't
be
sound
sus.
like they say that.
Probably not anymore. Probably not.
Sussy?
That's crazy. It's okay. We love you for it, though.
But that's okay. Yes, we're here.
He's turning it to what he hates.
It's just, I don't know. It doesn't seem very, it's a bit weird. I would, yes.
You really
Vodka.
messed up his flow. You really messed up he's like stuttering.
I apologize. You were going in too. It caught me off guard, and you know, it just that's crazy. But you know, they didn't even give
Kids
white.
ain't saying sussy anymore, I guess.
They
Fuck
gave
me.
old.
Sussy Baka's too dated. Fuck.
Man, it's okay. Well,
it's fine.
We'll continue the conversation, but
okay.
I feel like there's way more happening than just Lauren Boebert. I think Lauren Boebert is what we found out about. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they also pulled Nancy Mace as well. And I think the other Republican is Marjorie Taylor Greene too. I can't remember. I know Lauren Boebert and Nancy Mace are. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because those are like the three Republican defectors. Surprising. I guess the pendulum swept so far. They came back, but
well, the White House probably still thinks they have a connection though to like a relationship where they could convince Boebert and Mace. Marjorie Taylor Greene is no longer a MAGA person. I mean, she's still a right winger, but she has made it quite clear. She has made it quite clear whether it's strategic on her end or whether she's had an actual change of heart about Trump.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yes, Marjorie.
It's because it's affecting her now because she was her whole thing is her children and their premiums going up and she felt like that ain't right. She saw the numbers and how she would have to pay more. That was her first outrage because now it's at her door, and then she's sitting on anybody's couch who would listen, and it's like I'm a person too, and the American public got me. They made me feel X, Y, and Z, just like they made you feel. They lied to you too, and it's like no, bitch. You lied to everyone. You campaigned. You literally campaigned on lies and hate. You doubled down, tripled down on that. And now you think that I'm going to be remorseful for you. That's like when they said, what's that old girl named Liz Cheney said, after the fact, Donald Trump, I don't support him. And everybody was like, oh, no, absolutely not. Like,
right. There's no coming back. No.
Yeah.
But I think the fact that they have some idea of what's in those files or what they're sitting on, and then they turn Trump down. I mean, what do they know? What do they know? Because they're obviously out for self-preservation.
Yeah.
I mean, AOC also said that Marjorie Taylor Greene was like eyeing the Senate chair in Georgia.
She's not. I don't think she's gonna win a statewide race. I don't think she has the, especially in Georgia. Maybe if she was in a different state. Maybe if
I think your mic isn't connected, by the way.
I don't know what's going on. Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay, no, you're good. So before you both got here, Matt and I were considering doing a call-in.
But now they're here. Now we got 4 people. It doesn't make any sense to do the call-in anymore.
I mean, if you want, people are mean though. So if they stay nice and they know the rules, but they don't come on here and be mean, I'm with it.
Yeah, we can. Like I was saying earlier, it could be really fun. It could be a disaster because we don't really have the ability to filter people coming in. But I'll have my thumb over.
We're gonna throw a link out. We're gonna throw a link out there, and then surprise, surprise, we're gonna hear. Y'all talking about me, Marjorie Taylor Greene here. I heard you guys were talking.
Right. No.
Yeah. Or we could put the link out there and nobody shows up.
That's
they're gonna call in, or they're gonna put like a video.
Guys, a very prominent. Well, this Love Islander just got canceled. Well,
because
she didn't deal with it properly either. Yes, I know.
Wait, what
She didn't
happened?
deal
What's
with it
going on?
properly either. Basically, like this streamer, like her and her man were streaming, and then someone called in and was like, someone that she was on the island to is like, oh, this person is a N-word hard R. And then she basically just laughed at it. Like she laughed at the caller, and that got clipped out. And for very justifiable reasons, she got canceled. I just get nervous with those caller things because you just never know what people are going to say.
That's the first thing that came to my mind was that moment. But me and Ben used to do it all the time back in the vintage days, like 2017 and stuff. And people would call in, like we would do after we did a full show, we'll do the calling part. And people would be like, my brother Ben, why do you have a woman sitting next to you, my brother? And I'd be like, see,
seriously?
And then it would be, people would be like, she's just there to be pretty. Like she doesn't have, they would say mean things. And then some other people would be like, they'll say mean things to Ben. Or we had a white guy in the studio with us too. And people will call in and say, so y'all just gonna sit there and roll over with white folks? They would be on there just saying whatever. Then people would tell me to go back to my country. They would call in and say all those things. Ben would be fight. Ben used to go back and forth with them. And then because I was brand new into the political space, I would just be there like, that is so mean. Like, what did I ever do to anybody? And then, then I got some balls. But that was, they would be so mean on there during the call-in back in the day. There was no filtering. Our voicemails used to be terrible. Like they always would tell them, it was always, I need to go back to my country every single time. It was like, tell that one she needs to go back to her country. It'd be people from country bumpkin corner towns finding the show just to leave voicemails to tell me that. Literally.
Damn. We don't have to do it then because that would be.
I'm down to try it.
Now I'm alright because it people say it, whatever. But back then I was just so fragile, and I was just like, "Is this how people talk to people? Like, is this what we're doing?" And now the world's full of hate.
Well,
for like 10 minutes and see how it goes.
The benefit would be that we don't have to bring them in unless they have their cameras up. So that way, if they're gonna say something terrible,
guys, just don't turn this into Omegle, please. Like, I'm begging.
Right.
I'm sorry. Get me out of the stream. I'm just shitting on all your ideas. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's just try it.
Well, hang on. Why don't we poll the audience? Audience, what do you think? Does this sound like a good idea or a terrible idea? Type 1 for good idea. Type 2 for terrible idea.
We're gonna be visited by Kanye West, aren't we? He's
probably.
He's gonna show up on this stream.
Let me ask my 35 people in my chat. What do you guys think? Should we do it?
Wait, is one do it? Because everyone's putting one.
One is good idea. And 2? I'm seeing a lot of 1s, but 2s are starting to show up.
I got 1, 2, but I got more 1s in here.
Somebody says 3, so that's a really bad idea. I would assume.
Oh, 3 is that.
It's kind of mixed.
I got mad 1s in here.
I'm seeing more 1s.
Put 6 if it's a good idea and 7 if it's a bad idea.
Is that what the kids are talking about these days? The 6 and the 7?
What is that about? Look, because
6, 7. Oh my God, it's all you hear. It's all South Park just brought it up. And when they touch something,
I keep thinking of the Lil Wayne joint. 6 foot. Is that what he's even saying in that song?
Oh, I don't remember now that you mention it. Is it 6?
Is that 6?
I don't remember now.
Right. That's what I thought I thought it was lyrics. So
no,
that's what
it's
I
just
thought. But here I am.
I forget the actual origination of it, but it's something to do with like a basketball player's height or something, and some kid 6, 7, and it took off. I don't know, but now everyone under the age of like 13, every time they hear the word 6 or 7, they gotta say 6, 7 and do the little thing.
I saw a comment. I think it came from Ariana's chat. Leftist Mafia's millennial daycare officially. That's funny.
What is Leftist Mafia?
I wish
millennial
that was
daycare.
my chat, but it's
But
not.
6'7", like it is Gen Z a little bit, but from
I was
what
gonna
I've
say, you
seen,
don't know, Ariana?
it's mostly alpha. Yeah, this is
It is
Gen
mostly alpha
Alpha's
because my
first.
nephews they 6'7" me to death. Like
Wait, yeah, 6'7" is not Gen Z.
Yeah, it's
this
definitely
is-
alpha.
This is Alpha's
is
first time shining in
they're
the
all about the
spotlight.
6'7s and the skibbity toilets and the skibbity
Skibbity,
riz
skibbity,
kids these
yes.
days. Yeah, you know about the skibbity toilet, right?
I know about the because my
No,
my
Skibbity
nephew,
Toilet is Gen Z. That's Gen Z.
Is
but
it?
my nephew he's
Yeah.
he's the alpha and he was giving me like all the words. Skibbity was in it. I think Sigma was in it.
Yeah.
He says it was a list, and I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want to know. I just I'm happy where I'm at. But Sussy, I want you to stop it. I want you to throw it in the trash.
When Among Us was really popping off, sus was a thing. Sussy never became a thing.
No, sus is a thing.
But, yeah.
No, sus is a thing. Sussy is not.
But Sussy Baka is a thing. So if you remove the Baka, Sussy. So that's where my brain was going with that.
Okay.
Just in my own defense. Okay.
You guys really messed with Mike's head with that one. Like really ruined his night. He's stuck on this now.
Call me out for being a boomer, and then I envision
But
myself
that's
as
what
an
it is.
old
No,
person.
I'm there with you. There are some things that just I'm okay with not knowing.
Oh,
And
that's a really good point. I think that this person who writes bussy, like they're suggesting that like that's where my mind was at, where I applied the C to sus. That actually does make a lot of sense. That's right. Yeah, you all know how my brain works. That's kind of weird, but yeah, I think you've psychoanalyzed me to a T.
Imagine you're from a different planet and you arrive for this conversation and you hear your first experience is hearing humans go, "Oh, you're right. When I was saying sussy, I was thinking of bussy." And
I mean, it would be an accurate depiction of humankind, in my opinion.
You don't even have to go that far, though. Imagine just like, hey, you see this political show with, Chuck Schumer and Donald Trump, and you walk in and you hear sussy, bussy, and you're like, okay, I'm good. I'll move on to the next one.
Nobody in my chat really knows. Everybody's giving different reasons. Somebody said it originates from the 2024 rap song Doot Doot by Skrilla. Somebody said that it's really not a thing. The kids are just saying it just to say it, to throw us off.
It's like semi-ironic from my understanding.
Yeah. I'm getting really I don't know and I really don't care. But I just want to know that I'm not being talked about though. It's kind of like when I speak Creole when I'm around people, or when you're getting your nails done and they speaking whatever, they talking about your feet. When you're getting your feet done, like, you just want to know. But I just want to know that 6'7" doesn't mean old lady is in the room. 6'7" doesn't mean like here comes, like, no, I don't. I want to make sure that, because the kids will say anything. They be around me, my nephews, and they just throw around anything. And I just want to make sure they're not cursing or like talking about me crazy.
They are.
Put me on.
They're shit talking us. It's okay though.
I do know oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I do know the new word for a whore or like a slut is apparently a Jezebel. I learned that a couple days ago.
Oh, that's actually old
That's
school.
old.
Is that coming back?
It's
Jezebel been a hoe.
We talking about what generation is responsible for what words. We're talking about like the silent generation's term.
Well, no, it's from this show on Netflix with like Ed Gein, who was a serial killer, and his mom was like, "Oh, you want that Jezebel?" And then the Jezebel ends up being like a promiscuous girl. So I was like, "Oh!" And then
you didn't know?
I was seeing it all over TikTok, and I was like, "Why? What the fuck is Jezebel? And where did this come from?" And then I figured it out. No, I had no clue.
Girl, that thing is vintage as hell. If you was a Jezebel, you was a hoe. I think it's Jezebel's biblical. Maybe
it is biblical. Yeah,
that's why.
That's what my religious
like
family member called the women in my family and my mom.
Yeah, if you was a Jezebel, you was a hoe. That was it. Yeah.
Honestly, it has a ring to it though. Like, I would be rather called a Jezebel than a hoe. You know what I mean? Like, she's a Jezebel.
Well, that was, girl, that was the word. That was the word. Jezebel.
I would rather be called a hoe personally than a
really?
Jezebel.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was. We still use it. I mean, well, we don't, but the boomers use it. That's their word. Like the second generation. That's Jezebel was the word. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well,
they've been.
So, are you gonna let people call in, or did we say no?
I don't know. I feel like we're not definitive.
No, let's
Should
do
we?
it. No, let's do it. Okay,
Let's
let's
drop,
do it for the lore.
the
Let's
link.
do it for the
Drop the
lore.
link in the chat.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll take the first person that comes in.
Well,
Yeah,
let me
we'll
go to
do
the
it for the
bathroom
lore.
first because I'm going to moderate this and I'm going to have to keep my finger on the trigger
Okay.
and pull it in the event anybody comes in starting some shit. So give me a second. I'll be right back, and then we'll take
Sounds
calls.
good. Oh wow, I love that Ariana just discovered the term Jezebel.
Me
That was
too.
great.
It's
That was
so
great.
and no, she's so serious too. I was like, is she playing? Is she trying to play us? But she's very
No.
serious. Wow.
Well, it's kind of weird because like it's weird. I was born and raised in America like throughout my childhood, but my parents never had American cable, or we never listened to American music, or like basically the cable that I watched was only Iranian cable that they illegally somehow were able to wire to the TV. The only music they would play were CDs that were Iranian. So like a lot of like SpongeBob kids grew up with. I haven't watched a single episode of SpongeBob, or like all the cultural things that kids grew up with. I did not. So it's like weird. As I grow older, I learn things that to me are super new, and then people are like, what the fuck, you didn't know? Like a lot of us, for example, grew up with Aaliyah. I had no fucking idea who Aaliyah was until I went to college.
But I ain't mad at it because how old are you though?
I'm 29.
Okay, so I mean you're a baby, but you ain't baby.
Yeah.
Well, you're a little teenager. You got a little lip on your tongue. But I see, like, even in my household, the reason why I know is because of where I live, South Florida. When you go to school, that's when we learned all that stuff. Inside the household, my parents rigged the TV. I don't know how they got Haitian programming.
No, me too.
Yeah, they rigged the TV and it was just Haitian programming, Haitian radio.
Yeah, me too.
Haitian church, Haitian foods. That was pretty much it. But when we went to school, that's when we would see all the different things and stuff like that. So, but Jezebel also, I think also because maybe in the Christian households and stuff like that, because it's biblical. So the Christians used to love to call a little girl, they want to call, because for me, harlot came from like white folks. I heard white folks call people harlot. So, but the biblical term that I would hear, and they have it in Creole too, they would say it, is Jezebel. So I knew that meant immediate, you a hoe. So, or you're promiscuous, you're a girl that gets around. So
that's so fascinating. Yeah, I'm new to all this because I was also raised Muslim. So
yeah, so I was saying that's probably why you also didn't know, because it's like a biblical.
Yeah, very weird upbringing, guys. It's very confusing for kids. Do not recommend. It's extremely fucking confusing.
An immigrant upbringing is
going on
crazy.
half the time.
An immigrant upbringing is interesting. Like,
anyways, go on.
Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna pin the link. I'm just gonna drop it in the chat. And what's going to happen is, if you want to join, you click on it, you'll be brought into a waiting room. And if you have your camera on, we will perhaps maybe randomly select to bring you in, and we'll give you 5 minutes. We'll try to keep it fair because there's almost 3,000 people watching. So in order to get,
and we want to get all 3,000 of you on.
We want to make sure we talk to all 3,000.
Crazy.
So we'll give you 5 minutes, but you might not get in. But if you have your camera on, that's how you do it. We're not gonna bring people in without their cameras, because if you jump in and call me the F slur, then you're gonna put your face on that. Okay, so I'm gonna drop the link right now. It's gonna go into all of our chats, and it's done. So you use that link to join, and then we'll see how this goes. The first person could ruin it for everybody. So
yeah, that's true. Say it again. The first person could ruin it for everybody. So if somebody comes on here and acts a fool, everybody, it's done.
Yeah.
Oh, we got someone. All right, should we bring them on? Oh, we got a few people. We'll take one at a time, right?
I'm nervous.
No,
all right,
I'm
let's do this.
too. I'm like,
I'm adding the first person
in
here
right now. Okay.
I'm adding the first person. Oh wow, they're really just all flying. Wow, we're here. What the hell is going on? All right. Every time someone comes in, we hear boop, boop.
Yeah. So it's gonna cap out at like 10 max. So I don't think anybody else is gonna be able to come in.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring up the first person who came on. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Hey, all right.
Hey,
What's your name? Where you
Jake.
come from?
We know Jake.
My name's Jake. I'm calling from the Detroit area. And look at this. I'm on screen with the lions of the industry. Hello to you, ma'am.
The lions of the industry. Wow. I don't know.
What are you gals doing with these two sons of Yakub up here?
I know, right?
50% chances of a Republican, 50% chance.
I do have some strong Republican red flags that shoot up all the way. Don't dull those instincts just because they weren't accurate this time. Good instincts overall.
That's good. So you're a very good first caller. That's awesome. Because that means that the
How
good
are
times will
you?
keep rolling. Yeah, how are you doing?
Oh.
It's nice to see you. By the way, for those who don't know, Jake is the host of What You Can Do. He's also on the I was gonna say This Space, but it's This Space and the Letter Hacks weekly show.
Right.
It's like it's Leftist Mafia 2, if you will. It's the competitor to Leftist Mafia. Left past 10.
Yeah.
I don't think you call a competitor the part 2 of their competition. Like I
That's
don't
crazy.
go around
It
going
was,
like
it was double shade at that. It was like,
Yeah.
it ain't Leftist Mafia.
Oh, I didn't mean to shade. No, I love them.
No, but we love.
But it also doesn't make any sense. You don't go around going like
Letter Hack as well.
We're
oh,
more
an Apple
boutique.
computer or an Apple computer 2, i.e. Microsoft.
Well, you guys are a filthy stadium hot dog. You know, cheap. A lot of people enjoy them. I understand. And we're a fine restaurant steak. You know, a little more exclusive. A little more. This is a very kind way of saying smaller audience. Is what I'm getting at.
It's a wonderful show, though. So tell us about it. So your co-hosts are Matt the Letter Hack, and
Yes.
Ravinsky,
and
then,
Sandy Shellis.
Sandy Shellis, yeah. So
Yeah.
what do you guys talk about over there? Probably more
Mostly-
substantive shit than us, right?
I mean, we go there to let our hair down, what's left of it, and it's mostly just dealing with. It's just therapy. We're just dealing with the downfall of the American empire. You know, it's got to happen, but it sucks to live through.
Yeah.
I wish I could say it was happy. I mean, it's happy in that you know, Sandy's fun. She's a wonderful person. Andrea's funny. She's a mean person, but she's very funny about it. And then everybody likes Matt, and I'm the tax you have to pay. I'm you know, everybody needs a Cartman. That's me.
Okay. I love that.
But I did want to credit Mike earlier with bringing up, I think, what is the most relevant thing of that opening segment that you started 4 times. That the fact that when these folks get up there and lie to you, when these folks get up there midway through a scandal and try to steer the scandal, that's the time to point out to the people that are watching them, okay, so if it turns out that Trump's on this thing, it's bad, right? Or, okay, you've seen how this person just tried to run cover for diddlers. Now, before you find out whether or not your person is one of the diddlers, how do you feel about that? I think we have to address the sources of misinformation over the misinformation itself. Is all. So kudos to you, Mike.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you giving me kudos. If there's any other things that you'd like to praise me for.
Well, I do tell you what, because I happen to know all this is the facial hair, obviously. But
thank you.
This is going to replay next week on This Space. So
Is
I have
it
a
really?
roundtable.
Oh, that's true.
It does.
That's true.
Yeah, it does.
Right.
It does. You're right on the space. Mm-hmm.
I'm like a barnacle on you guys. I'm going to ride those coattails as much as humanly possible. But
Clickbait
since it's going to replay on This Space, do you want to make any predictions now and see if that will happen within a week and see if they'll come to pass?
Predictions.
Something that happens before next Wednesday. I got one. I am almost positive Trump is going to excommunicate a Republican.
Really?
Like kick him out of the party. I think he's going to try to do that to demonstrate that he can do that because they're going to start sniffing around Epstein stuff.
Oh, that's a good prediction.
I mean, I agree. He might do that for sure because he's gonna feel like he has ops now. People who were supposed to be on his side. We know that he's done it a million times before. He's cut people off. He doesn't care. You're fired. You know, he's good for saying that. He'll fire folks. He doesn't care. Put somebody in the next day. He will act like because somebody didn't stick up for him online, he will get on his Truth Social, call the people out, make a nickname for them, and then next thing you know, the relationship is broken. So I could see that happening for sure.
100. I could absolutely see that. Is it Ariana? You're new and you're fancy, and I'm impressed by you, but I'm not used to you yet. Okay. What do you? All right.
Thank you.
What do you think's gonna happen within the next week?
Prediction? I honestly have no fucking idea. Like, I wish I could tell you. I just feel
I
like
think that's a pretty good prediction.
Like, I don't know. I feel like a chicken like running for its head. 1 minute I think something's gonna happen, and then something completely different happens, and I'm like, oh, never mind. So I mean, I don't know. Like, literally one day we were talking about insurance, and then the next day it's like the Epstein files, and then the next day it's just always I couldn't tell you. I wish I could.
I mean, it's pretty telling of the times in and of itself.
I have a prediction.
Ooh, what?
I think that somebody, maybe a politician, maybe like a political commentator, like somebody who's like relatively old, an octogenarian, is going to pass away by next Wednesday.
Oh, that's such an easy. I should have thought about that one.
That is easy, right? I know, because it happens every fucking week.
You could just say that generically and it'll happen.
I mean, we got Dick Cheney last week. That was last week, right? Rest in puss, Dick Cheney. So I feel like
it was last week. It was last week. It was the same
not
thing when Johnny
necessarily
got elected.
Not a war criminal per se, just like somebody who is relevant in DC circles.
Well, not officially declared a war criminal, but attacking civilians.
Right.
What more do you need?
Yeah, that's mine.
Ariana, mine. Republican or Democrat then? Who passes? We have a lot of old folks in both parties. Mitch McConnell's barely hanging on.
Well, John Fetterman just went to the hospital today.
I didn't even know.
John Fetterman.
You're
sorry, I'm just delighted that monkey's paw worked.
You're good. I know he definitely just went to the hospital for falling. So between John Fetterman, the 90-year-old congresswoman, and Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, my money is on.
My money's on.
I don't want to say Mitch McConnell, but like, you can make that prediction every week, and you're going to be right pretty soon.
Yeah.
I don't.
Which I hope that doesn't happen. He's such a sweet person. I hope he lives a very long life. I love him. So, yeah.
I'm not making any predictions here.
Me neither. That ain't.
No, dude, I literally made a video. I was like, when Trump gets out of office, which he will, I was like, we're going to come after every single ICE agent to the fullest extent of the law. Like, we're going to have your names, we're going to have videos, and we're going to take you guys to court for police misconduct. No, tell me why these MAGA fucking morons start commenting under my shit, and they're like, we're gonna report you for threatening a federal officer. I'm like, hold on. Literally suing people is like one of the pillars of democracy in America. Fuck off. Like, since when has that become like a bad thing? But they were like, have fun having the FBI knock on your door. So I've been like 10% also kind of like, are they gonna knock? You know what I mean? So I'm like, wait.
They'll put fear, but they'll like if they're going to if they're arresting people, and this is not to make you afraid, honey, but if they're arresting people, I remember when Olay spoke out, it felt like the po-pos was all around, in her neighborhood, and just kind of like watching her just for saying what she said against law or against, police officers, especially against the mayor, who's a former police officer in NYPD. So it felt like, these people will abuse their power. But we've seen now how many folks have been arrested. When we played that video, what was it, a week ago, of that former police officer getting arrested by the police in the city, which felt kind of personal, like you pointed out, Ariana. But those type of things, it's like, they'll be like, we'll see people, professors get fired for saying something like Charlie Kirk was a YouTuber, and now that's against the law, just like anything of that sort. If you speak against the ICE agents, you are speaking against a federal agent. We see how police officers abuse that. If you tell a police officer, how they used to do Black Lives Matter. They get so upset. Now you arrested. Now you behind bars. So it's like that. You are threatening a federal agent. Of course, they would mix your words and say that that's what you're doing. But these people are psychopaths. It's so crazy because they can just get online and try to fearmonger there, threaten you online when you're just saying, if Donald Trump leaves office, we gonna be on them federal agents behind. It's like we want them to pay for what they are doing now and probably up until when Donald Trump leaves. They are dangerous. So what you said isn't wrong, but how these people move, they should be feared. And when they be jumping in people comments and making threats and saying that we gonna hopefully they come after you, you know, they'll be at your door. In the screenshots, all of a sudden it's like I've seen them threaten people with their babies, put them in their comment section and things of that sort. Y'all remember, what was it, a year ago? Thanks to Mike, who done paid for getting my information off the internet. They done somebody sent me online a response to what I said, and it was my mother and them home address. So it's like stuff like that. Those people online are insane. So
you can never be too sure. Just protect yourself and know that we are protected because we have the devil on our side, so they can't touch us. But we should.
I got the Lord on my side, Mike.
What we all have spiritual protections that are creating magical barriers. But we should go ahead and let Jake promote himself real quick before we get to the next guest. Jake, how do we find you?
Yeah, I'm at youtube.com/WY or at WYCD. That's what you can do on YouTube. Thank you guys.
Love that. Thank you for being the first call, Jake. That was amazing.
My pleasure.
All right, next we have Kowalski from Nebraska, the Kowalski.
Oh, look, riding through the. Oh my God, I love this.
He's on the farm.
He's farming as we speak.
But we get to see it.
He's farming as we speak. How's it going, Kowalski?
Okay. I have my headphones on, so yeah. How's everybody
Kowalski's a celebrity.
Doing wonderful.
Little bit low, Kowalski. Let me see if I can put him louder. Let me put him louder.
Sorry, what was that?
You're a little bit low. I'm gonna see if I can put you louder on my end. So
yeah,
how's
I boosted his audio. It's still a little bit low.
How's the farming going? What's in season? What are you tending to tonight?
We are finishing up the corn harvest. We have 2 more quarter sections to do, and then we will be done. A quarter section is a half a mile by a half a mile. So not too much. Should take us 2 more days, and harvest will be done. Famine has been defeated again. We won. So
nice.
Yeah.
I love that. Look, I'm so excited because Kowalski, you are a Leftist Mafia celebrity. And even before that, you know, we absolutely love when you give, but when you chime in, everybody knows you on everybody's chat. And even our chatters know who you are as well. So it's really good. And you know, they always get me to know, no, he on the farm. He's on the farm. He's on the farm. He's on the farm. And it's great that we get to see this in live action. So
yeah. Kowalski has a YouTube channel, by the way. For those who don't know, it's Prairie Fire Neb, N-E-B. He has a YouTube channel, and he's low-key blowing up. He has a lot of views.
No way.
What
are you talking about on there?
Well, I'm hoping to do commentary on like some of the issues I'm seeing with agriculture, and I don't know, just trying to have a positive message on the issues we're facing that aren't all just doom and gloom. So I should probably get to the point real quick before I run over the time. But the thing I wanted to cover since I got in, which thanks for having me on, I feel a lot of positivity right now. I know a lot of people probably might not feel that since, you know, we don't have either House of Congress or the presidency or the courts. But I do just want to point out something. The left did not break. Chuck Schumer broke. The corporate Dems are extraordinarily unpopular. And momentum is behind us. Right now, there is conflict in the street, something we did not have 10 years ago that we have now. because the left is on the move. One thing we learned with Zoran Mamdani's campaign, and Katie, is that leftist mobilization is paying dividends. Most of this is a result of Bernie Sanders running 10 years ago. So the decade-long process of the seeds he planted are now coming to fruition. And I can only imagine 10 years from now, when all of the activists that helped get these mayors elected are out there running their own campaigns or supporting other candidates. We are in the process of seeing something great, and we all need to do what we can where we can. So yeah, that is my optimism, I should say. So
Thank you for that. That's wonderful.
I love that. Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
good to say you're feeling good. I know a lot of people, it's still a tough time and it's hard for people to find the light. So thank you for sharing that. For sure.
I appreciate that,
no, I
Kowalski.
guess this just so I don't sound like I'm a see. This is who I look like.
He's a real
look at
person.
you look
Not
just
a
like the
classic
little animation that you got on your. You look just like it.
Yeah, that's from the letter hack. So yeah, awesome guy. But
Yes.
I'm gonna let other people cycle through here because I think my brother knows that I'm not paying full attention and might get upset with me. So you all have a good one, and keep up the good work. Talk to y'all later.
You too, brother.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Oh, it was a pleasure, Kowalski.
Not Kowalski face don't match his voice. Kowalski kind of fine. Okay.
No, why did I think the same thing?
I was like, hello.
No, he was
a
the
white
younger-
man.
He found his camera, and I was like,
I was like, okay, bang, okay.
Kowalski has at least 2 new subscribers tonight.
Wow.
Let me
Wow, they're completely crushing on Kowalski. Amazing. Wow.
When he flipped the camera. He said, "This is what I look like." Well,
yeah, I was like, I don't know if you guys saw the thing to my face, but I was like, oh,
I was like, oh wow, okay, yeah, Mr. Agriculture, Mr. Farmer Man,
Wow. So the calls are going much better than you both expected, I take it.
right? It's like you like to use your hands, and you like to you like to fix things. I like that for you. That's a man
amazing.
right there. He don't
Wow.
got.
I'm gonna clip this and send it to him.
That's a real American man, y'all.
That's a working man.
And
You
all
know how
he
to
saw
fix
was a
things.
Calvin Klein model.
Okay.
I was like, what? I was like, wait, what the fuck?
He's the flannel. He's the one you go to the small town and you just bump into him, and then you stay in the small town because y'all fell in love. You know the holiday movies,
Yeah,
right?
the Hallmark movies. The Hallmark. Look at Matt's face.
Do you two need me and Mike to leave for a minute? I mean, do you need?
We can't come back if we leave though, because there's too many people in the chat. We'll be kicked out.
Okay. All right.
Whoa, even Luke. All right, so let's bring in the next guest. The next caller is July.
Hi, July.
July, how's it going?
Whoa, even Luke.
Oh, I think she's watching and doesn't realize.
Oh, there's a
she's on yet.
delay and she doesn't know she's on yet.
The next caller is
I should realize right now. Hello.
How's it going?
Hello. We're actually funny in real life though, because she was laughing.
No, the delay was I'm watching you guys on my.
We see.
TV.
Yep. Hey.
How are you? Where are you from?
Oh. Yeah, I was watching on the TV, but I was in the chat waiting.
Where are you from? Can you hear? Is there?
Turn the volume up on your device and off on
There
the
might
TV.
be a bit of a delay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, you know
Okay.
what's happening? So, July, it'll take a couple seconds for you to get this. You're going to want to switch to the studio view. So you're not watching on YouTube because there's going to be about a 20-second delay. So you'll want to
Go
talk to
back
us
to the
through the
StreamYard,
studio. Yeah, in StreamYard, in that window, and mute your YouTube. And then you'll be able to talk to us. Oh, no, we lost her. Shit.
She's gonna come back, and when she comes back, look, you got to put her ahead of the. Sorry to the other.
Yeah,
people.
if we see her. So there's the limit is 15 apparently in StreamYard, and then there's a 25-person green room. So it
I
might
see
be
the green room
hard.
popping.
Yeah, if we see her, we'll bring her back. But that's actually it's a good learning experience. So for anybody who's curious, you can't talk to us through like the YouTube window that you were watching. You've got to respond to us inside of the actual like StreamYard studio. Otherwise, there will be that delay, which will kind of mess it up. Okay, the next person that we will bring in is Ren. I recognize Ren.
Hi.
Hey, Ren.
Ren's a regular on my stream. How you doing, Ren?
Yes, I am a regular on your stream. I'm doing kind of mid, to be honest. I just got back from Portland again. It's I won't get too much into it, but it really sucks when you're like going to a doctor because you have a chronic illness and they're like trying to interrogate you instead of like give you medical care. So like I had a doctor like take my knee braces and set them on the other side of like the room and then leave so that I would have to presumably get up and walk and grab my knee braces to prove that I didn't need them or some bullshit. It was a
That
whole
is terrible.
Wow.
That's my experience dealing with healthcare. It sucks. But you know, whatever.
I'm sorry.
Hey, no, it's what it is.
Portland, Maine or Portland, Oregon?
Portland, Oregon.
Yes.
I am an Oregonian.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. No, I this week has been like I'm cutting out a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
No, you're good.
Okay.
You're here. You're back.
This week has been like so weird for me politically because like I'm on SNAP and I'm on Medicaid. And thankfully, you know, like at like February this year, I thought like, okay, some really bad stuff is happening. I think there's either going to be like some economic crisis or my food stamps is going to get shut off. So I'm going to put food in the ground. And so I've got like a wheelbarrow full of potatoes and like 6 or 7 onions and some like. Oh my God.
I couldn't help myself.
No, Skibidi Toilet is totally Gen Z. 6'7" is like anybody in Gen Z that's pretending to know what 6'7" is about is a poser and doesn't want to get old. But
I would never. But that's great that you've decided to put some food into the ground and
That's smart.
Yeah, well, like my next door neighbor is Indian and she gives me food sometimes when I need it. And like you know, like my body doesn't need as much food since I'm disabled. I don't move around as much as other people. And so like I was kind of set on the shutdown. Like I wasn't going to start starving until like March. But it was like, it was such a rug pull. I felt so rug pulled because like I was going with my church and like we were rolling out the hot meal program again. And I was like, holy crap, things are going to be really bad. Like we need to feed people. Like our food banks temporarily got this massive spike in people going to them. And then it was just like, oh, it's over and we got nothing. Okay. So I guess that was a silly exercise. And then the next day is Jeffrey Epstein. So like it's been a crazy fucking week.
Yeah, it's been a crazy year altogether. I feel like it has gone by super slow, but also super fast at the same time. Like, I don't know how to explain. It's like we're in some weird, like...
It's a slog.
Alternate dimension. It is, yeah, it's a slog. It's a slog. Yeah. We got the boost of the election, and then it went away as soon as Democrats caved.
Yeah, like, they were winning down ballots in Alabama. Like, how the fuck do you get to that?
Yeah.
They were flipping seats in Alabama, and then they just were like, you know what we should do? We should throw this all away. We should just... And
Isn't
it was
that
like...
wild?
It is wild. It is wild. And like, it's a real controlled opposition moment. I think Hassan Piker is right that like, we can take advantage of these moments to like try and radicalize liberals and help them to understand the kind of, you know, like rotating villain sort of shit that goes on. Ooh, can I talk about a niche thing after this before I go?
Oh yeah, feel free. Feel free.
The libs are being radicalized right now, by the way.
And that's wonderful.
Indeed.
Radical as can be right now. I love it.
Have you guys ever heard of this guy named Black Redguard? He lives in St. Louis. Basically he's like he's a black Maoist and he's pretty chill. He's also like kind of a New Africa person. And he's like, I remember when one of these like caves happened earlier in the year and he was like, this is beautiful. This is the sound of thousands of liberals being steered down the path of communism.
That's true. That's true. I've never seen normies this radicalized before. And Kyle Kalinske shared this meme, or he talked about a meme, either one. And it was like of these comparing these liberal Democrats, where it's like in 2020, they're like, oh, I voted for Pete Buttigieg because he reminds me of my son. And then in 2025, they're like,
Every
let
Republican
the streets
alive is an
run
affront
red
to
with the
God.
blood of the tyrants. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Every Republican alive is an affront to God.
Yeah, that I've seen that one too. Yeah. It's so funny because and I feel like it's not hyperbole to say that. Like I've talked to people in real life, and people who would not be this politically active or radical are really radicalized, and it's like blowing my mind in the best way possible.
I've had a really weird like moment like with politics and like activism stuff. Like typically I go in front of my county commissioner's board. I live in like a Republican plus 40 district. It's like it's rough out here sometimes. But like I have been going up and making a series of like basically speeches during public comment about like ICE and the Constitution and overreach and stuff like that. And like basically what I'm trying to get people to understand is that like we literally have concentration camps where people are given the ultimatum: either you will waive your right to be seen by a judge or you will die here. And like you see the stuff with Randall Gamboa and like people like pretty much starving to death in ICE custody. I mean, it scares the fuck out of me because that was that was initially what the Nazis did with Jewish people. Like they were just like, well, we don't need to kill all of them just to start off. We're gonna, like scare them or torture them a little bit. Oh, hi, buddy. And try and get them to self-deport to go somewhere else. But then when that didn't work, they mechanized it.
Yeah.
He's
Wait, you gotta introduce.
Yeah, what's their name?
His name is Juniper. He is 3 years old.
Oh, I love that. Did you name Juniper after the internet shit poster who made the viral trend about the Snickers dick vein?
No, I didn't. I
Okay.
initially thought that he was a girl, and I thought that Juniper was a nice sounding name. And then we found out he had balls, so now he's named Juno.
I love that. I like
One quick thing before I go. Have any of y'all seen Sinners?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just saw it for the first time last week, and as an Irish American person with like a tiny pinch of like indigenous ancestry, oh, it was awesome. The racial politics of it was fucking awesome, but I don't think people understand the elements of like the vampires being the music industry. Is this too much of like a spoiler element?
Well, not really, because that was a big conversation online for sure.
The thing where like if they give you money or if you give them money, they can hurt you. Like it took me until like probably an hour after the movie to realize that. But I was like, I was so happy with it. Like I decided I've got to do like a whole ass analysis of the movie on my main channel.
You should. And I'm so glad that you love the movie. Before you get out of here, let people know where they can find your channel.
Yeah.
I'm on YouTube. It's called Ren's channel. I also have a Patreon that's been doing a lot better the last, like couple of weeks, and I'm happy about that. Thanks for letting me on.
So happy to have you, Ren. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Visits get better. Bye.
Yeah, same. So we have a lot of names that you're going to recognize. We're going to put faces to some of these names. I know you're all going to know the next person, Tim Boson.
Oh, hey, best friend.
How's it going, Tim Boson?
Let me change. Can anyone hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Cool. Nice
hey,
to meet
best
you guys.
friend.
Hi.
Ton Boson's one of the few listeners of this show who I've met numerous times in real life.
Yeah.
Have you
met
really?
in real life with
Yeah.
Omega as well.
Okay.
Ton Boson's come to a number of live shows, whether it be the Majority Report or when I did the Scam Economy live show. Ton Boson's been there.
Oh, I love that. So you live in New York?
Yeah, I live in New York. Also, Ariana, welcome to New York.
Thank you.
You might have seen me at a couple events, maybe. I'm not too sure, maybe.
Probably.
For our new mayor.
Oh, that's amazing.
I love that.
Oh, this man has gone to at least 10 rallies for sure.
Oh, I was leading. So
Yeah.
I was leading in some of them. Hopefully we'll get more people out for it. I'm also a member of DSA as well. Yeah, you can find me at FBI. I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to kind of advocate for members that are also trying to step up more into the limelight. Also, we got Jabari Brisbrook that's gonna be he's Brooklyn president, I think so. No, president state. He's a Brooklyn senator. So he's gonna be out there. We got Ian Huntley, who's running for I forget what this. I'm bad at this. I'm new to this, but I call myself a cog in the wheel. I basically help. If you need help, I'll help you. That's it. We got Chiose, who's basically potentially my primary Hakeem Jeffries. You heard the news about that. But there's so much. There's so much. You got also a member in the Bronx. I forget their name, but then you could check her out. She's really good. She's an alternative to Michael Blake if people are not finding Michael Blake.
Oh, I just saw who you're talking about recently. They just threw their hat in the ring. Yeah.
Yeah. It gives people like, hey, yeah, Michael Blake might be the only person, but then like, oh no, there's alternative. There's literally alternative. Hopefully she gets the ball rolling. Hopefully we get more support out for her.
There's a few. Wait, I think you might have. I'm hearing an echo from my voice. I think you might have the.
It might just be the
headphones.
speakers.
Ah, okay, right. What I was saying was, there's a few people I've seen announce for that, and I'm afraid that it's very good. People want to run after the success of Zoran Mamdani. But we are going to see, I think, potentially, unless people decide to, everyone should run. And then when it comes time to coalesce around the clear front runner, they need to do that. Because we're seeing it in New York 12 right now, where Nadler has, said he's not running again. And you got like 50 people already saying they're running in the Democratic primary. I'm afraid that's going to happen.
Andrew Cuomo.
Oh, yeah, Cuomo's thinking about. No, seriously, Cuomo's thinking about running in that race.
Well, if they voted for him and they really want him that badly, take him. Take him.
I don't want Cuomo in Congress.
I think Cuomo, Staten Island, and we make his VP Curtis Silva, and we just let them have Staten Island.
Why y'all keep doing
Curtis will miss out on all the parade.
Staten Island can go fuck itself. They literally almost every single part of Staten Island voted for Cuomo in large numbers. I'm like, oh, you guys are all really cops. Like, there's
you don't understand.
Stereotype is true.
You're new here, Ariana. Welcome to New York. That's Staten Island.
I have a thing where I don't even call them by their name. I call them Richmond County because that's their county name. That's how much disrespect I have for them. The only good thing they have is Wu-Tang Clan. And everybody knows that. And that's
I have been living in New York City since the day I was born, 39 years now. And I could count the number of times I've gone to Staten Island on my hands. Like, they are not only are they like completely out of touch with the rest of the city, there's nothing there to even keep them culturally relevant.
Sorry for our Staten Island viewers.
Don't feel sorry for them.
There's nothing. There's honestly, I feel like
a fucking bureau. Like they really said here in New York City, have your cop bureau.
Honestly, I feel like there are parts of Long Island that feel more like
I agree
New York City than.
No, I agree with that.
There's parts of Long Island that has a cultural relevance. I mean,
they do.
As someone in my growing up in the 90s and 2000s, Long Island was was one of the major hubs for some of the biggest like emo bands and stuff. Taking Back Sunday, Brand New. I could list a dozen. Movie Life. I could list dozens more. Staten Island, I can't think of anything that they have given the world.
That's why
Wu-Tang, like you said, Wu-Tang.
They gave us.
I'm willing to trade.
Mob Life.
I'm willing to trade Staten Island for parts of New Jersey, and those parts are Hoboken, Jersey City, and potentially Newark. I'm willing to trade Richmond County. I'm sorry.
That's crazy. Trading New Jersey for Staten Island is also a bit crazy.
I mean, it is, but then I'm taking the good parts. The good parts, at least. the parts that we could easily assess, the good parts that we have path trained to, nothing else. Oh
Yeah,
my
I don't
god.
know. Anyways,
They do have their ferry. I do love how they're the ones who voted against Mamdani, probably because they're like, you can't make the bus fares free. You got to pay for the bus. And they got the free fucking ferry. The Staten Island ferry is free. It's the one public. It's 100% free.
It's free.
It's
Giuliani
completely
made it
free.
free.
Staten Island people, Staten Islanders can go to Manhattan free of charge if they take the ferry. And that is the major way to get for public transportation wise to get from Staten Island to Manhattan and vice versa.
Yeah.
It is the only free public transportation in New York City. And they're the ones who are going, oh, we can't, Mom Donnie's promising pie in the sky. Can't make public transportation free. It's free for you guys.
Yeah, and the funny thing is about the Verrazano. Well, that racist ass, like whatever Sid Rosen, whatever the fuck it is, that Cuomo went on, he actually talked about how he reduced some of the Verrazano toll fees for Staten Islanders. So they got a lot of favoritism towards them, but yet they want to reject other people in the 5 boroughs. It makes zero sense. So
they have no cultural connection to the rest of New York City. It is a world of its own. I don't know what to do about Staten Island, but it's there. Luckily, there's just not that many people there, so they literally the entirety of Staten Island could vote for a Republican, and the rest of New York City will cancel them out. It just does. It just
basically happens all the time.
Yeah,
basically happens all the time.
I mean, and the only reason they voted for Cuomo was because Trump told them to.
Yeah.
That would have been completely red for Curtis Sliwa if Trump didn't interject in that race and tell people Curtis Sliwa is not going to win. Vote for Cuomo to stop Mamdani, because they didn't vote for Cuomo because they like him.
I'm glad I was telling folks, especially older folks around here in East Brooklyn, to basically like, hey, yeah, Cuomo's actually like Trump's friend. They're friends. The fact that they can argue like this back and forth, that they're actually friends. They're brothers practically. Trump actually went to Cuomo's like bachelor party. It's not. It's really a newspaper headline. I think from like the New York Times about it. I had to show them show people it. They're like, oh, I didn't know that. It's like because I know with this older generation, they're so willing to forgive, like especially when it comes to like sexual harassment claims. They're like, oh yeah, they're just like, you know, these girls, they just want they want power, and then, you know, it's like you wouldn't say the same shit if that was your daughter. But then like they don't think that way, so you have to hit them where it really counts. That like the enemy of my enemy is actually their friend. Some shit like that.
Yeah. I was just thinking about the last time I was in Staten Island. It was actually when I was working for the Cynthia Nixon for Governor campaign, and they had asked me to come out and film her one visit to Staten Island. Literally, she was running a campaign for governor of New York, and she was going all over the state, and they decided to pencil in a single day for Staten Island just so they could meet with like the few good people who live on Staten Island.
It's similar to when we went to Jamal Bowman. We also canvassed Jamal Bowman up in Westchester. Why the fuck did we go to Westchester? Why the fuck did we go?
Hey, I was convinced that he had a chance.
Don't disrespect other parts of New York. We have some Westchester folks
My
in the
God, it's like the richest county in America. Apparently,
it was where we were was very. It was not like we're not talking about like Yonkers or something. We're talking about. I don't remember the area we were in. It was.
Upstate.
Yeah, it wasn't even far upstate.
Like,
it was like right Hillary Clinton. Hillary Clinton lives. What is like Chapel?
Terrytown.
Chappaqua or something like that. Chappaqua or something like that.
And then like I didn't get to see you guys. I saw you guys filming. I had to run around you guys. I wanted to run through the field, but I was like, I can't do that. But that was when I have an old man going like, I was like, oh yeah, I'm a canvas of Jamal Bowman, and hopefully we could get your vote out there. And he's like, he smiles at me and says, good luck.
Seriously?
Yes. That was some diabolical shit.
That's uncomfortable. Fuck.
And I was just like, okay. But the
Never
closer we
mind.
got,
Do
the
any of you
we got to
remember?
the Bronx. Oh
Do
my
any of you
God.
ever remember ever play that game for Nintendo Star Fox? And when you would accept a mission, the audio would say, "Good luck." That's that's how you reminded me. It was very sarcastic.
Oh my God. It
Um,
was just like, I know what you're trying to say. I know, but you can't just say that you're voting for like Latimer. That he's also racist. Just say that you're voting for Latimer instead of saying it like this. It makes I digress. I'm actually a good person. I'm not a bad person.
Nobody said you're a bad person.
I say
But
that to myself
You
every
holding
day.
up the line though. You
Oh,
holding up the
okay,
line.
sorry,
But
sorry.
no. But this is the thing I wanted to ask you: pronunciation of your name, because I always say it on air and I don't. So
everyone nowadays is like, they ask me my name. I had to give them, okay, so my name is Ola Tbosun. You don't have to say Ola. You don't have to say the whole thing. You can say Ola or Tbosun. Whichever one is easier for you. You don't have to say the whole thing. Not even my parents say the whole thing. And this is a true story. That's the disclaimer that I give to people about my name.
okay, no, because you're African.
Yeah, I'm not Yoruba tribe from Nigeria at least.
Okay.
So
All right, we're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right.
I know.
And one last
I
thing.
apologize. Everybody fucks up your name every single week.
No,
I'm so sorry.
It's cool. And then the funny part is when you're saying sussy, and then you thought about bussy. Apparently nowadays, people, when it comes to my name, people, when they hear the Tbosun part, they say to bussy, and I had to stop and free. I have to. That's not my name, and that's the first
Oh my God.
time. And I have like about 5 people. I remember.
5 people have said that to you?
Yeah, to bussy is like, because they can't, and I think it's because bussy is now popular. It rolls in people's minds, and it's like, that's something I have to deal with now.
What do you mean it's not popular?
Sorry.
I've heard no one.
I
use
take no
this term except
responsibility,
for
but I'm
Mike.
sorry.
Are you? No. It's Matt. It's popular.
Is it really?
It's
I've
popular.
not. I'm
It's
losing
very
my
popular,
voice.
Matt.
All right, I guess I'm out
How
of the
can
loop.
people find you on the internet?
Yeah, tell us how to follow you if you have any following anywhere.
I'm following you guys, and you don't follow me.
Okay. Anything you want to shout out?
I am in the background. I want to shout out DSA, New York City. We better than all y'all out here. I'm just being grimy as fuck to other DSA members. No, I'm joking. And Juniper didn't come up with Dick Vane. We came up with that like long ago, back during like elementary school. It was the old thing. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
It's a very old, like,
she popularized it on the internet, I guess.
Yeah, she kind of did, and it's like, okay, if I was to be very nasty and explicit right now, Snick is basically black man dick, and then like Twix is like black man fingers. That's it. So yeah, that's sorry. Bye.
No,
you can kick me out.
so
Bye.
much.
Bye.
Will you take care, Tembus?
Kick me out.
No, you make it weird. You left him on there for a long time. Also, nice smile. My chat, they asking if he's single. We're gonna, there are gonna be men and women that come on here, and my chat is just like, "What's up?" They being fast in
the chat has thirsted over every single guest so far. So
yeah, I think we're doing something wrong here in terms of how we're marketing this. Maybe we should start like a leftist love show or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Honestly, if someone actually found love on our show, that would be crazy.
It would be
Right.
beautiful.
I better be invited to the wedding. The fuck?
We all better get the invite.
Yeah.
If we made this happen.
Actually.
All right. So you ready to bring in our next guest? Our next
Let's
guest
do it.
is
Just give him pop the balloon. Our next guest,
Rob.
Ooh,
Welcome to the
how you
Loud
doing,
Round.
Rob?
Nice to meet you.
Hey guys, Rob, that mustache is crazy.
The whole look.
It is. It's a middle age. It's my middle age crisis. On full display
I like it.
for everyone to see.
It
Came
looks
about during the
good.
pandemic.
I like it.
I
good
like
style.
the look. Yes.
Same.
Yeah, well, good.
I
Yeah.
wanted to say Pringles, but not like in a bad way. Like
Oh yeah, right. Pringles.
Like,
Yeah.
look. Right?
That's so funny. I see it.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
I'm
like
old.
Umbrella Academy. That's what I was
Yeah,
watching.
I'm old and salty, so Pringles probably
There you
works
go.
better.
Well, it's a look and it looks great on you.
It's
It looks
great,
great on
yeah.
you.
No, you'd
Oh,
fit right
thank
in
you, thank you.
Portland. But where are you from?
I'm from originally from Southwest Virginia, but I've lived in Philadelphia for the last 30 years.
Okay.
Managed to raise a couple of kids, got a couple of animals behind me that'll probably pop up at some point, but I am basically an unrepentant recovering Catholic who is also an unrepentant Marxist. And
Love
so the
it.
one thing I wanted to ask you guys,
Welcome to the club.
oh, thank you.
Not recovering.
So as an old man who's read Marx, I the one thing I always come back to is that in the end, Marx was right, right? We're seeing the natural evolution of capitalism here. And it's not, I mean, that was the thing that most people forget about his writings is that he said that capitalism just evolves into these different stages. And I think
Right.
we're approaching that end point, right? Where
Mhm.
we've got the oligarchy now that has amassed so much wealth that eventually there will be a breaking point, right? And I think we're
Right.
right at the cusp of that. I just wanted to
Right.
see. I know, Matt, you've got some stuff that you've read, and I know.
No, I think I do think. I mean, what's been really just to tie in like current events and what's going on right now with like what you're bringing up. Like to me, what's really been illuminating this week is on top of all the other things, but in context of what we're talking about right now, is so Lena Khan is making the rounds. She's been on a bunch of shows, did a bunch of interviews. Zoran Mamdani announced her as one of the heads of her transition committee, and her whole thing is antitrust, breaking up the big companies, going after monopolies, and they were attacking her for being a socialist, like the right wing Mamdani haters. Like, oh look, he shows how much Zoran hates big business or business in general or whatever. And the funny thing is, Lena Khan's never said she's a socialist. In fact, her entire thing is about making a fair economy, fair capitalism. She's a capitalist. She's never said she's a socialist.
Right.
Antitrust is literally making sure that competition could thrive in a free market. That's how capitalists sell what capitalism should be to people, and that's what Lena Khan is going for. It just so happens that leftists also agree that big companies shouldn't hold monopolies and have so much power over everything, and that's where those two ideas work with each other and collide. The fact that and by they I mean like anyone opposed to the idea that society is not working as it is, like the economy is not working and things are messed up right now. There's so many people who disagree with that point of view that's just obvious in front of us. That's what's going on. That they would look at someone saying, this company is too powerful. We need to make it so more companies can compete with them in the free market. The fact that they would look at fairness in capitalism and say, this is disgusting socialism. We got a real problem. Like that's like even like fixes to the system that they defend are seen as attacks on the system that they defend. We're far gone. Marx is. Well, I don't even think Marx could have seen that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible to me. I mean, I'm just, like I said, I'm an old man, right? So I've read a lot of stuff, and it's incredible to me. It's they always say follow the money, right? Well, we know where all the money is, right? Right now on YouTube, right? I'm a YouTube TV subscriber. I can't get ABC or ESPN because Disney owns them, right? And so the reason everybody moved to YouTube originally was to get away from the cable companies who were having disputes about what channels they would cover. And every 3 months, DirecTV or whoever, Comcast would say, we're not covering this network as a threat. it's like, you know, we're seeing the same thing happen with even the alternatives, which is, you know, one of the great things I like about now that I've discovered you guys on YouTube is there seems to be a lot more freedom to post things on this channel. But then, you know, in the back of my mind, I'm always thinking, doesn't Google own YouTube, right?
Right.
Is there going to come a point where, like you guys, I'm going to have to look up on some, you know, whatever the alternative to Facebook was, the blue, whatever.
Oh, Blue Sky.
Blue Sky, right? I went in full board for that, right? I was like, all right, you know, I deleted the Facebook stuff, went on to Blue Sky. It's like, yeah, they just can't compete, right? I mean, it's
Told you it's an eerie silence over on Blue Sky, but
it is, right? It's all the white folks being nervous, right? They're like,
yes,
you know, there's this great quote from Darius James in Negrophobia, where he says, "What white people fear the most is that minorities will do to us what we did to them." And it's a quote that I've tried to structure my actions.
Well, I mean, it also explains why they're going, why the right is going insane over the changing demographics to this country. How you know, I constantly see over and over again that in the next decade, for the first time ever, white people will be the minority in the United States, and you, based on just that, no one should have a problem with it. It just shouldn't matter at all. It just doesn't. It just it's irrelevant. I mean, it's just a data point to follow, but as you said, there are people who think like we are now going to get what we were doing to them, what we were doing to the marginalized groups that are now as a whole outnumbering us. I mean, that's also in their own mindset, because like it's the same thing with like the thing I always you would hear this not so much now because this is not really a relevant conversation, I guess, but you would hear people explain like, why is it bad that white people profess their love for white, you know, their whiteness, like white power, but black people can go around doing black power? And it's like, well, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard, because white power is about the subjugation of everybody else. It's about white people holding down everybody else. Specifically, they don't, it's not just that's what, whereas black power isn't about holding anyone down, it's about uplifting black people. Like that is the difference.
Yeah,
you better speak on it. You preaching today, Mr.
Thank you.
Recovering Catholic.
Yeah, Rob, what you said about Marx being right about everything, it goes back to like the common trope. I don't know if you've heard that, like a leftist is just somebody that's right too soon because they get attacked, and then eventually everybody comes to their conclusion because they're right. So that's kind of what it reminded me of. Marx is, I think, the ultimate personification of that, where everything he said that was gonna come to fruition came to fruition. And so, yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it. But before we switch to the next person, did you have anything that you wanted to plug, like social media or anyone you wanted to shout out?
I have a channel. There's not much on it. It's Old Man in Philly. Basically, when you go there, all you're going to see are clips of me at WXPN's Free at Noon. So you'll see the Lumineers live. You'll see.
Oh, cool. All right.
So go. I mean, it's me drinking a beer at noon. So day drinking isn't ever good, but you know, if you could follow the shaking camera, it's there. So
love that.
Yeah, check it out.
Okay, we'll do. Well, thank you so much for calling in. It was nice to talk to you, Rob.
All right, thank you. It was nice meeting you guys. And remember, the best thing to ever come out of Long Island was Lou Reed. Remember that.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so
I gotta say this experiment has worked wonderfully. I've been enjoying
very well.
It was cool. And they all know Matt. We sitting here listening to Matt talk to everybody. You're like, and yeah, fuck y'all. Matt, you know, what do you think?
Oh, Matt. we should take. I see July is in the back end. Let's make sure we take.
July came back. Okay.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
How about so for anybody who's in the waiting room, we're probably narrowing it down. We probably aren't going to get to you because we're running out of time. But let's give July the chance to jump in. July, can you hear us?
There you go.
First
Oh,
of all,
yes, ma'am.
Whoa!
Yes,
first of
ma'am.
all,
Okay, get us right.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
What would you like to talk about?
So, my name is July. I am an activist and obvious avid cyclist living in St. Louis, Missouri. I came here to talk about safe streets. You can have safe streets in your neighborhood too. Let's talk about how. So, you have to go to those boring meetings. Ugh, but it's after work. Ugh, but I'm tired. Me too. I got a job too. I'm tired too. Something that me and my friends have thankfully started to address in our city is walking and cycling the streets that we want to be safer, walking and cycling the streets that we know have had those huge numbers of pedestrian fatalities. We all know that streets were walkable and cyclable back in the day. St. Louis was one of those old cities that had streetcars and bus lines and lots of walkable neighborhoods, but unfortunately through racist redlining and just inaction and hatred of Black people that is, prevalent in every city, St. Louis to this day is still very segregated, but we're trying our best to make St. Louis a walkable, bikeable neighborhood for everybody. Safe streets are for everybody. Safe streets benefit everybody. Nobody wants to be hit by a car going at 40 miles an hour because they just wanted to get to the gas station faster, I guess. My biggest organization that I work with is the Coalition to Protect Cyclists and Pedestrians. That's on Instagram, and TrailNet STL. These are the two biggest organizations that I love. Oh, also St. Louis Greenways. These are organizations that are building greenways, giving education, helping children learn how to ride bikes, teaching people how to ride bikes safely, giving away free bike locks, giving away free helmets, just genuinely helping the community that we live in and trying to make St. Louis safer. Oftentimes when people see that I'm such an avid cyclist and really into cycling, they're like, oh, you just want bike lanes. Oh, you just want to make life harder for cars. It's not about bike lanes. I love children. I'm a teacher. I teach preschool. I want my children to be able to go outside and play. Outside is not safe for children as it currently is. And I'm not going to discriminate against boomers. But boomers are always talking about how the children are not outside and they're always on those darn phones and they're not outside. Outside isn't safe for children. None of us would like to let our children outside as it is right now. So we need to make outside safer for everybody. That means children. That means disabled. That means people who can't drive for whatever reason. Me personally, I've never owned a car and I never will. It's me and my 3 bikes against the world. So that's how I choose to live my life. And I believe as a tax-paying citizen that I deserve to be able to get to and from safely. My aunt, who has unfortunately left us now, never owned a car. And she misspoke. She rode the bus to get everywhere her entire life. And that is a beautiful life that I wish everybody could live, but she could only live that life living in a certain neighborhood, having access to certain things.
Right. This is a great conversation because I think about why I love New York City so much, why I can't imagine living anywhere else. And people always bring up like the culture and always something going on and it's New York City, right? But it all stems from the fact that New York is probably the most walkable city in the country, if not one of the most walkable cities in the entire world. You don't need a car in New York City, at least most areas. In fact, you don't even need public transportation if you really don't want to. You could literally walk the entirety of Manhattan, a bunch of areas in Brooklyn, never even needing to hop in on a bus or a train. Everything is so close. Everything is so accessible. And everything you love about New York's got to stem from that fact. Like the culture and all these things to do there probably wouldn't be if it wasn't for the fact it was a walkable city or as walkable as it is. And I went to Austin. It was my first time in Texas earlier this year. and I went to Austin, Texas, and Austin is probably the least walkable city I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
It was. I honestly didn't get the love for Austin whatsoever. Like after
People love
visiting it, I don't get it. I don't get why you would move there if you can't get
hate
anywhere.
on everything else but your city.
You can't get it.
One
You
thing
got- you
about
can't get
man, he
anywhere.
gonna hate on every.
Doesn't feel like a city. It doesn't feel like a major city. It doesn't.
I get that sentiment though.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel like a major city.
Yeah, it just doesn't. Like I've been to New Orleans, loved it. I've been to Vegas, and I don't love it, but it's not really walkable. But everything is much closer than it is in Austin. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get it. But yeah, I think you're on point. Everyone, I mean, that's why people like living in most big cities. They're at least more walkable and have safer streets for bike riders and have bike lanes and very accessible for bike riders. More so than the rest of the country. That's why big cities exist. Period, in my view.
St. Louis is getting a lot better. We have walkable and bikeable pockets that are starting to get connected. One of the big projects that I'm a board member on right now is the Tower Grove Connector. It's going from, everybody knows this if you know St. Louis, it's going from the St. Louis Arch to Tower Grove Park. Tower Grove Park is our second largest park in our city, and that protected bike lane from the heart of downtown to one of our city's largest parks, and to get from Tower Grove to Forest Park, our first largest city, it already has the safe infrastructure to get there. So connecting these three parks is going to connect a lot of people to being able to bike to where they want to go, getting those cars off the road, being able to walk with their children for a long time, being able to walk their dogs in a safe place without being worried about getting hit by a car or a speeding car hitting them. Because with these greenways, it is a sidewalk, mostly biking and e-biking track, then a curb with car parking. There's so many layers of protection for those people before the cars could ever get to them. And that's another thing that we're seeing. We're seeing people getting hit waiting on street corners because cars are flying and they're losing control.
I love that you are such an advocate for that. I know that that's actually a huge issue. I've lived in New York where I didn't have to drive, but I'm also from a place where you drive, and I love driving, right? New York is cute for the walks. New York is cute for the trains. New York is cute for the subways and things like that. But even the time or two, I've almost been hit by a car in New York. They so rude. But like I do think that that's a great, because you are somebody who bikes. I go biking every other weekend, but I'm a person who hikes, or I'm always on a trail that has to cross the road at some point to get into, the other side of the trail, depending on how far I'm going. Or if I'm hiking, some days they allow cars to go up and down, the mountain or whatever the case may be. So that's actually, and I be yelling at them like, slow up down or whatever if I'm on a run and they're just flying up. So that's what you're advocating for is really, really good. I know like in your city, some people don't believe that these things are issues, but all the time I hear kids getting hit by cars just waiting for the bus to go to school, or car accidents because people ain't driving the right miles per hour, in certain residential areas or whatever. But a lot of people, especially back in my day, my grandmother, God rest her soul, she never really wanted to drive. She had one bad car accident, but she always took the streets, like a lot of Haitians used to do in South Florida, because that's where they were so used to doing in Haiti that they would come to South Florida and act like, the same. But a lot of them started getting hit by cars as the years started to progress, with more people driving and those type of things. So I think what you're advocating for is amazing. How can people help and support what you got going on?
So first and foremost, I am on Instagram. My username is usernamed ICJ.
You have username in your username.
Oh my God, ICJ. Is that a callback to ICJ Fish or just random?
No, I'm 23 years old, you millennial.
I'm sorry. I had to.
I'm simply, my name
ask.
is July. I thought icy in July. That was just heat. That was fire. That's
it is good. Her. I'm sorry.
She said, please.
Beat them. Second, please follow the code. STLCP2 on Instagram. That's St. Louis Coalition to Protect Cyclists and Pedestrians. We're doing great work if you're based in St. Louis, and if you're not based in St. Louis, it's a great blueprint to how to get these things implemented into your city.
Right.
Then there's St. Louis Greenways. Follow them on every and anything. They on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitter. I don't know what that other site is. Twitter. And third of all, TrailNet STL. They are doing a lot of work helping a lot of people biking, cycling, hiking, like all the outdoorsy stuff. TrailNet is the organization for you.
Love that. Love the non-binary fan. That was a nice touch. That was beautiful. Love it. Love it.
How's
Thank you so much.
You're hold on, really quick before we leave you. You're in St. Louis, so what I don't know if you've been following. How's Cori Bush's chances look? What do you think about? Any idea?
I am going hard for my girl. We have seen what Wesley Bell has done for us. I think we got a good chance at getting Cori Bush again, especially considering we just had a mayoral election where we had another Wesley Bell type situation where we went from our black mayor Tashara, which of course she had her issues. She's a politician, to this white mayor, Cara Spencer, who is selling out to any and everybody. And it's not great. So we've been duped once, we've been duped twice. I hope we learn in these next two elections. Also, this is my second election voting. So don't, I'm just a person. I'm just a person.
Yeah, no, that's who I want to hear from. Just people who live it.
But you have a voice.
They know what's going on.
A lot.
You have a better pulse on what's going on the ground in your city based on how active you are than like a political operative who does this professionally and is like brought in by like a Democratic establishment to tamper down the idea that Cori Bush could get back into office or something. So that's why we ask someone like you who has definitely got a better idea of what's going on in your city.
Yeah, so July, don't limit yourself. You got a voice, and the people in my chat say you need a YouTube.
Yeah, I was just gonna say they all love you as well. They want
watch. They
want more of July. This is your breakout moment. So
yeah. All right, y'all better follow me on Instagram when that YouTube drop. One last thing, let me show you my children.
Okay. Oh, so I can't find you on Instagram. You have to spell your name. Oh,
what's his name?
I thought you were gonna bring out Little Bicycle
with his name on it.
What is the name?
Ice Cream.
Oh.
That's a good name.
And Opal, matching collar with her name on it.
Opal.
I like that.
Oh.
Opal.
Oh, I love that. Olay would love this. She would live for this.
Oh yeah.
She got cats, and she
maybe we can call Olay and Olay
can be subscribe to all y'all.
I love that. Well,
July,
thank you so much for coming on, July. I'm glad that we got to talk to you after.
Great energy.
We love your energy.
Thank you for walking me through my technical difficulties. I've never been on a stream before.
Well, you did amazing for the first time.
Oh my god!
I'm a public speaker, so like
we could tell you're very good,
and you're really
yeah, you
great
crushed
at it.
Yeah,
You're
the
very
whole chat
Look,
loves
I'm
you.
a proud millennial just watching you just shine in your young self and do this stuff over there in St. Louis, Missouri. I love this. I love this for you, and I hope that you continue on.
In 10 years, people.
Okay, do that.
In less than 5 years, people are going to be sharing this clip of the most popular YouTuber, July, with millions of subscribers.
Look at Matt.
This was July's first live stream ever. And everyone's gonna be like, but who are these nobodies that she's talking to? Again.
Right. Do I need to do it again?
We will. It's been great. Yeah, it's been really fun. We'll definitely do it again.
Thank you,
July.
Take care, July.
Bye.
Oh, they were so cute.
Yeah, that was really, really fun. Yeah, so there's still people in the chat. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get to everybody, but I think that this probably solidifies that we'll do this again.
Yeah,
because
maybe like a third Thursday of the month type thing.
Oh, I
third
like that.
Thursday. At the rate you've all been showing up, it's more like this might be every week on Leftist.
I mean, as long as we can keep the timer. I think if we can keep the timer, then we can do it every week. If we can't, then it should be a once a month occurrence. In my opinion.
Is there a way to put a timer on screen? Wouldn't that be pretty good to like put a
Yeah.
5-minute timer on
Yeah.
the screen?
I
I
can
think we were all
see.
kicking and vibing, but like I just think for the sake of like having enough
Time.
viewers come on and like and us
Yeah.
being able to rotate
And,
properly.
don't wanna-
and so
We got
everyone's
that
not
line
waiting in
back
there
up.
too. Yeah.
It was the VIP. You know, people was waiting outside the club. They wanted to
Yeah,
get in.
yeah,
'cause-
right, exactly.
Yeah, there's a
Everyone
lot of
should have
people
a
that are
chance.
waiting that I wanted to
And I
talk to
feel
that
like
we didn't get to.
I feel like we could even bring it down to like 3 minutes, honestly. And then
How many
Let's-
people are left in here? Like, there's there's like 8 or 9. Let's throw them all on screen right now and have them all talk for 5 minutes. At the
No,
same
they
time.
deserve their own opportunity and their chance. Don't play with them.
wait,
Don't
that's
play.
actually crazy.
Sorry to the people that were in the in
I
the
know,
background.
Let's have a
We're
Zoom
gonna clean it
class.
up. We're
He said,
gonna
"Let's
have a timer.
COVID Zoom party."
Yeah, we're gonna.
Yeah, this was a test. We thank you all for being our guinea pigs. I think it went very well. I'm happy with the outcome. Chat seems
You
happy
look
with the
after
outcome.
Matt done talked our ear off. Now he over there yawning.
I'm tired now. Yep. All right, folks. Have a good night. I'm out.
No, that was funny as fuck. That was hella funny.
But
Well,
no,
thank you to everybody who called in, and thank you.
Yeah.
So apologies again to the people who called in, but we didn't get to talk to. There's 25 people waiting in the green room,
Wow.
aside from the people in the room
Oh, there's
within
a.
StreamYard.
I didn't even see the green room. All right.
We can't see the green room. When somebody leaves the studio, then somebody from the green room is brought in. So there's like a whole layer that
Oh
we're not
wow,
even.
they oh my gosh, look, they
Oh,
love
they
us
were
like that. That's
stuck
so
on the
sweet.
metro station. We have the people outside the club and the people at the
Right,
metro
they
station.
like you can't even get in.
But
They
they're all
like
special.
VIP.
We love you all, even if you did not get in. One day we will talk to all of you.
And I
The way-
love that we got to
directly.
see faces, you know,
Yeah.
and you know, there might be a love connection, a love match. There, some of y'all fine, right? A lot of y'all beautiful, right? You know, we love this. We love this, and we're so happy that we were able to match some faces with some, you know, with the names that are always supporting us every Thursday in our chats. And you know, we appreciate it. I loved it. I did love it. I did love it.
I just gotta say
too.
the
I
way
really
the way
enjoyed
Ariana and Rebecca both keep immediately going to likening it to like being on the line outside the club. I feel like there's some unaddressed trauma from you two being on a lot of lines outside the club.
Please, no, I've never. Sorry, I'm always led inside, and I watch the people from the outside. Back when I used to go to the clubs, I was never the one, except for when I was in college. Yeah, we used to be in the lines in 2-degree weather with business suits and short skirts. It was crazy, but you know, those are that. But in my adult life, my real world life, never ever been the line girl. Okay, they used to come and get me when I came to the door because I always knew somebody inside. Okay, that's how it works. But yeah, no, we don't want. We don't
Ooh, I
want people
think
to have that
it sounds like
experience.
Humble
hit
bragging. I like it.
I hit a chord here. I think.
Anyways,
Well, should we move on to the next part? We actually, on top of the nice conversations we got to have with people, we got a shit ton of super chats tonight too. So more questions and comments coming in. And
Oh boy,
super
we
chats
do have
across
a
the
lot.
board,
What the heck?
which uncharacteristically
guys
high
have a
number.
lot to be
right, but
clear.
I
I
did
actually don't have that many. I think
You
someone,
both
I
have
think
a
we-
lot too, Rebecca and
they miss
Ariana.
Mike all the time. Remember when we were here last time and we were just like, okay,
Mike gets them all.
yeah.
Well,
No,
what
these
happens
two
is
literally
so
stand up until 1 a.m. reading their super chats.
And I'll get up to go and do something, and here they are, still on.
Thank you so much for the $5. Like,
Well, I feel obligated if someone pays me money to send the comments. I feel like I got to read it on air.
I do too. I feel bad, but here's the way it works. So to make you all feel better, the first half is usually super chats for me and Matt, and the second half is usually for Rebecca and Ariana. Like you all get the later super chats because they send it when they're most likely to have you see it. So that's probably what I think is happening. But do we want to go ahead and start reading them? Who wants to go first?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Look, I'll go ahead and go first because y'all know I got work in the morning.
All right. Well,
5 a.m.
tell me your
So-
first one, and then I'll pull it up and try to follow along. I think yours is Tigwick, but I could be wrong. There could be a different first one.
It's my first one is the Blue Witch 2024.
Let me find that. Okay. Here we go.
Support from Seattle. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Support from Seattle. Xavier.
Congrats on your new mayor.
Yeah.
Seattle. Congrats
shout
on
out
your
to
new mayor.
for
Seattle.
sure. Yeah. I love when the towns be winning with the new mayors and all the good things because the change be so beautiful just in their little area and say F off to everybody else that didn't vote right. But my little town with my good mayor, I love to see that. So shouts out to you in Seattle. Thank you so much. Xavier Bacall, thank you so much for your super chat. I appreciate it. Love you, mean it. Tigwick plays games. Said, even if the smoking gun was revealed, MAGA cultists will simply refuse to believe it. Not much would change, in my opinion. I mean, heck, Megyn Kelly's doing the technically he wasn't a PDF file, but unironically. Absolutely.
Yep.
I agree. Thank you so much for your super chat. Love you, mean it. Narrator 6896. Thank you for your super chat. Marjorie Taylor Greene is a true believer. We have to give her that. She's also a true idiot, but that bigot is a true believer of decades of conservative populist propaganda. I can't give her anything. She's just nothing to me. But yeah, I got you. But thank you so much for your super chat. Love you, mean it. The Bay Photo 6'7" has no real meaning. This is 6'7" has no real meaning. We're just being duped, y'all. It's just something kids are saying, sort of like how people used to say Fetty Wap's 1738 for no reason. Well, 1738 did have a reason. I think that was the name of their label. So we should just call it out because it was in the song. But
Also,
6'7", I
Bracken's-
just don't get it.
Rebecca, do you remember Bobby Bracken's 143? That was a big millennial thing because we had the phones.
Oh yeah, I love you. Wasn't it like I love you?
Yeah. It was like
143 because we couldn't text it out, so we had to send 143.
Zoomers would have no idea these days. Like
That's
what
crazy.
the phones? How does
Yeah,
that?
it's true.
Isn't that crazy?
And we had to click the buttons until we got to the remember? Oh my
Yep.
God. Thumbs was hurting.
That was
we
a
had
motherfucker to text.
They would never know how to do this. Imagine having to write out a sentence, but you had to click on that number until you got to that letter.
Took 3 times as long, literally.
Wow. And we did it. And we were cool with it with our
And we
flip
were
phone.
fast.
Yeah, we did it fast.
Like, yeah.
I remember they were like you know how there's like spelling bees. There's like competitions to type as fast as you can with those phones. I remember.
Yeah, it was. We used to have I used to have
crazy.
competitions with my friends to see how fast we can do it. But that's crazy. And I remember the first cell phone that I really touched was my dad's flip phone, but my mom, they sent her Singular Wireless. I don't know if y'all remember that. Singular Wireless had sent her, we're gonna send you a free phone, and it was a brick. Like cordless phone, but that I could every time she was in church, I would take it and be texting my friends because they were using their mom's phone in church, the same one, and like we'll just be texting, running up that lady bill because you had to pay for minutes and text messages.
Right, per text. Oh my God.
What a time. They were
That's
scamming
funny.
us. But thank you so much, Tigwick. Thank you so much for joining my membership. Angela W4650. I think Kowalski is single. Okay, well, they looking. Kowalski, are you
Wait, hang
single?
on, I'm lost.
Oh,
Who was the last person? I'm sorry, I didn't get to bring them up.
Angela W4650.
Angela W4650. I'm not seeing Angela. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to follow along here. There's quite a. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
I think
Found her.
Kowalski is single. And then, and I don't know that to be true. All I said was Kowalski is fine. We know that to be true.
Yeah,
okay?
and I second. I was like,
we could say somebody fine.
Kowalski is back in the chat. Kowalski, if you're watching again, you have some new fans
Wait,
there, bud.
Kowalski, how tall are you?
But you 6'7"? Anywho, Sophie, thank you so much for your super chat again. I appreciate it. And the next super chat from Sophie, I appreciate that. Tigwick, tonight's episode has been so cool. Putting these smiling faces to names in chat makes me all warm and fuzzy. It does too. It's giving holiday feels, right? Like the Hallmark movie I was talking about. Sophie, it's you again. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Dazelle was trying to come on saying they had a bone to pick with me, saying that FAMU is not the best. Is it South Carolina State University is the best.
Oh my God, Kowalski is 6'5". Hold on.
Oh, close enough. 6'7". 6'5" is nice. They said, tall, good with the hands, in the field. Okay, agriculture, and not on the mic cussing out women.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
potatoes.
Yeah, eat it up. But no, Giselle, South Carolina. It's
Ariana's about to turn into a corn cob for Kowalski.
That's funny. That's funny. Let me see. Hold on. I'm looking up this university to
Kowalski
make
put
sure.
his stats in the chat. Kowalski said I'm 6'5", single, 32.
Kowalski putting the stats in the chat for
We
the people
launched
who want to know.
YouTube careers. We helped people find love.
Come
This
on.
was like the most productive call-in show I think there's ever been on the internet, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Listen,
Can't be
next
beat.
time we're gonna make sure so come with your best. Okay. I know it's nighttime and you put a little something on the face. You don't know who's watching. They've probably been seeing you in the chat, but this time they get to match that name to a face. So you don't know. Find love, Leftist Mafia. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't know. So, but Dizzle McFizzle, South Carolina State University. Now there's love there, right? I think it's you guys are the only HBCU up in South Carolina, so you got that. However, it's not the best, the number one HBCU in the nation, but sister, brother schools, we can family, we'll do that. HBCU love all day. Jacqueline Leach, and thank you so much for your super chat to get in here and give misinformation talking about SCSU is the number one, the best HBCU. Jacqueline Leach, thank you so much. There should be a Lilith Leftist Mafia night of women only.
We can make that happen right now.
We are tired, okay? We are tired. And look, Ariana was not ready.
You gave me I gave myself a jump scare. I was like, what the fuck?
on my show, like it or not, Ben does that often. I'll be talking and I'll be spitting, like getting in it, and then he'll just put me as the main image or the main talking head, and then I'll just be going and I'll be, Rebecca, that's too close. Back up, get out of there. Get out of there now. Like it'd be crazy.
It would throw me off too.
Joseph Kerr, Kowalski, U67, laughing my ass off. That joke deserves a super chat. By the way, you got to stay on top of Ossoff. He was a possible yes vote. I'm actually following that very closely. So thank you so much for jumping in again. I wanted to go and to my Trenton New. I'm sorry, Trenton. I said your last name. I'm not sure. But thank you so much for your Cash App. I appreciate it. Also, Tracy, I seen yours as well. And hold on, one more because I don't want to miss out on this. I think it was Tigwick on PayPal. I appreciate you. Tracy, I see you on PayPal as well, but I want to say it was Tigwick, but I'm just going to say with Flair Marketing because that's what it came up as. I really, really appreciate it. Last week, I told you guys that I'm facing eviction, which sucks, but they're giving me until the 23rd of the month. So if you can help your girl, just pay this month's rent while I am working to make sure I got December covered. So I'm behind, but I thank you guys for helping me thus far.
Rebecca, can you create like a GoFundMe or something like that so people can help you out?
So somebody had just said in the chat, they were like, do I have a donor on PayPal? And it's just my email, and it comes straight to me with nothing taken out or anything like that. It's RebeccaAzor@gmail.com if you guys feel more comfortable doing it that way. And I could put that link in the chat. So but other than that, don't cry for me. Life happens. We're trying, we're pushing, but we got to make sure we're housed.
Worrying though. That's
so
really
I know
worrying.
It sucks. It really does
if
suck.
you do start a GoFundMe, let us know so we can between all of us, we have a lot of people who can contribute. So if you get like a landing page that we can share, I feel like we can spread that wide if you feel comfortable with that.
Because I know people would be more than willing to help.
Definitely. So I'll go ahead and work on that. I thank you guys. I love you guys too. Mean it. I will see you guys on next week. Hopefully, I will see you guys on next week. I mean it. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah, we should do something like that
Yeah, I feel like that's what I did when we had to bury my dad, and it was really helpful. People who can donate and help out.
Yeah.
And it goes a long way.
That's what these communities are here for. If you need help or mutual aid, it's nice to kind of share, support in these circles and help her out.
It's really sad that we have to get here, but it is what it is. But it's okay. I'm sure our community could keep her up. But it's also a comfortability thing because some people just don't want to make a GoFundMe, you know. So
Yeah, no, I understand that. Yeah.
all right, I have like 10 super chats and I can go through them really quick.
Okay.
Bluewitch 2024, thank you so much for the $2. Happy Thursday. Keep up the great work. I appreciate you. Xavier, thank you so much for the $2. I appreciate you. Trigger warning, the US is gross. Thank you for $10 and being a member. There are states where it's legal for an adult to marry a young child. Which states still surprise you? Yes, I actually did a reel about this maybe a month or two ago that went super viral, and I was talking about how the age of consent in most states in America starts at 16. So there's not like, there are states that have the 18 age of consent like limit, but in places like Vegas, I believe it's 16. Mainly red states, to be exact. But yeah, this is a problem. It's definitely an issue. Not a lot of people talk about it though, so I don't know. Looney Tunes, thank you so much for being number 3 in my chat. I appreciate you. $4.99. If Jordan B. Peterson was to go on TYT, Theet would be the death nail of TYT. That would be the death nail of TYT. Honestly, y'all still watch TYT? I don't.
I watched TYT through the Vanguard.
Oh.
So I know only what's happening through them.
Yeah, I have not watched TYT in so long.
Same.
Couldn't even tell you.
Yeah, it's been a very long time.
Yeah, it's been a while. Oh, also, sorry guys, really quick. I was on the same fucking plane as that scammer Republican congressman, George Santos.
Oh, George Santos. You were on a plane with George
same
Santos?
fucking plane as George Santos.
You should have filmed something.
I took a picture of him, but he's really close with Trump, and I don't want him to get me deported or something. So I was like,
"Oh,
wait.
Did you say anything to him at all?"
I literally so I walked by because he had boarded. He, of course, his bitch ass is in first class, and he was definitely with someone who looked like a sugar daddy, like definitely silver fox pushing 70 type dude, right? And so I walked and I literally just stared at him, and I was like, just like locked. Like I was locked. Usually I can like hold my expressions really well, but this time I just didn't give a fuck, and I was just like mugging him, and I had my phone out because I took a picture of him, and he just like looked up at me and he rolled his eyes and just went back on his phone. Like you could see the eye roll from a mile. Like that man lost his eyeballs in the back of his head because he just knew. Like it's almost like we both just knew like what that eye contact was. Yeah, man did not give a fuck. So
oh my, you should have been like, are you George Santos? I'm a huge fan. I love when you picked your nose and ate a booger on the house floor.
I honestly should have.
Actually, he rolled the booger first and then he ate it.
He rolled it. Yeah, he rolled it. He did. He did. Yeah, anyways, a great opportunity missed, I guess. I also love Delta, and I don't want to get on Delta's shit list. And I found out when I was on the plane, so I was like, do I want to make this flight fucking terrible for everyone?
It'd be awkward for the whole
Yeah.
No, I feel you. I wouldn't say shit either. I would just mean mug.
Yeah, I was like, I found out too late. Anyways, Nintendo Gaming, thank you so much for the $7 question. Any Canadians supporting 51st state? The 51st? Oh, you said 51st. So that like
51st.
Okay. State deserves to be charged with treason and deserves sent to life in prison with televised trial for treason. Yes, anyone who wants the 51st Canada to become the 51st state should be charged with treason. Or
no, it's 51st.
Yeah, 51st. That tripped me out so hard when it was like first. I'm like, first. Yeah, I don't know.
Some spelling errors like break my fucking brain like that.
Like something's off about this. What's going on?
Yeah.
Nintendo Gaming, thank you so much for becoming a member for 1 month. Which U.S. president unfit for alien first contact? Honestly, at this point, every president can go fuck off. We should just have a golden retriever. That's kind of where I land on that. Kowalski, hey, thank you so much for the $10. I really appreciate it so much. Whenever I'm walking into the club, I always yell out, Where's my Jezebel? I'm not a very popular man. You know what? You told me that you were 6'5" and you're single and you're 32, and I was wondering what your red flag was, because you're just too good to be true. And now we know why. It's because you scream out Jezebel everywhere when you
That's
go
what.
into
That's
club.
his thing.
That's
He's
his thing.
notorious
Yeah,
in
we
Nebraska.
figured out Kowalski's red flag.
Ariana's sitting there right now going, Kowalski, I'll be your Jezebel.
No, but like actually, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah, by the way, guys, I'm single, so don't think I'm doing this with a fucking man, okay? Just saying.
Okay. You
No,
can do what
because
you want,
last
Queen.
time
You're
we
free.
talked about my boyfriend. That man does not.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
That's
okay.
why
I
I'm like, I
remember
don't want
that.
y'all to think I'm wilding out.
Yeah, I remember that.
Ariana being at this show is taking a turn and becoming a dating and relationship show. What
It's
happened?
not my fault Kowalski came on the camera.
What happened?
Oh, you
It
don't have
was,
to share that.
I was like,
Don't indulge him, Ariana.
He was going to.
I want to go there. No, he was a great guy. We were together for 2 years. But it was just one of those issues where his family didn't like me and I couldn't get over it. So that was what broke us apart. It wasn't necessarily him being a bad person or being a bad person or anything like that. He just struggled with setting boundaries with his family. And once my dad died, it was just too much to handle. So that's when we broke up.
I'm sorry to hear that. That what's not to like? You're a wonderful. If I had a son, I would be very happy to have him date you.
Wait, that's so cute.
My
That's like
imaginary
the
son.
biggest compliment anyone could give you. I love
Yeah. Like,
that.
how could they not? That makes me really upset.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
The only thing that could have made that nicer for her, Mike, is if you unveiled that Kowalski is the son that you
My
have.
son's name is Kowalski. He's a farmer.
What are we
And you
doing
are-
here? Are we fucking doing like what is it? Fucking Married at First Sight or whatever? One of those shows? So
Somebody said Mike's the mom of the group, and now I'm never going to be able to unhear that. That's kind of accurate.
But we love you for it though. It's so
I thought I
sweet.
was the uncle of the group, but I honestly think mom is probably more fitting. God damn, how am I the mom figure? What the fuck?
No. Guys, you could at least say like cool uncle.
Cool uncle, shitty uncle. I said sussy, and then now I'm the mom. Fuck you all.
Oh my god, I fear that's gonna be a little hard to
Mom
live down.
energy. Somebody said mom energy. I hate you guys so much.
All right, moving on. Lizzie Bennett, thank you so much for the $5. Yeah, Fetterman was hospitalized after a fall downstairs. It was the ghost of FDR drop kicking him
Oh no.
for being a sellout.
Thoughts and prayers, Fetterman. Poor guy. I hope
It was
he does well.
it was a more serious thing than I think they let on. It was like something to
yes,
do with his
yeah.
heart or something, and then
Oh
he
no,
got lightheaded.
is it
He got
fatal?
lightheaded.
Actually,
No. We don't
Oh,
want
thank
anything.
God.
We don't want. No, we don't want.
No,
Yeah,
oh.
we're.
Not
Only
to
wish him
talk
the
about
best.
my ex-boyfriend, but
What he should do is he should take care of himself for his family, and he should just resign because it's just he doesn't need to do this job. He should take care of his health because he's got kids.
As a spokesperson for the Federation of Middle Eastern and Muslim people, not fuck that. I do not co-sign that. I hope he gets the future that he deserves, and I think we all know what that is. What was I gonna say?
We can give him as much sympathy as he's given to Palestinians, to be fair. I think that's fair, right?
Yeah, I think that's very fair. That's very fair. Which is fucking -50 down below in hell. That's how low.
Exactly.
No, but not to talk about my ex, but I asked my ex to go through like his medical, like what his heart condition is. And he was like not like professional, like he was like, based on what I can read, he doesn't like, his heart condition is super serious. Like it's one of those where people would come into his hospital and like struggle to live a long and healthy life. So yeah, I always had a feeling it was gonna catch up to him at some point, but you know, every person's different. But yeah, his heart issues are gonna catch up to him at some point. They're very serious, like they're fatal type serious, even with the best healthcare. Anyways, good luck. Cartoon 49. Thank you so much for the $5. Hey, Ariana, have you seen Bear, Shotgun, Star Wars, Hulu, Disney Plus, also White Lotus? Okay, so out of all the shows that you listed, I'm a huge girly who loves TV shows. But out of all the shows that you listed, I tried to watch The Bear, too much testosterone, could not do it. White Lotus, love, absolutely love. All of you guys should go watch White Lotus, and Succession is also extremely good. You guys should watch that too. The Bear, huh?
Co-sign all of that.
Yeah. The Bear was just way too much going on at the same time. I don't know how to say your name, so I'm just gonna say Nasty. Thank you so much for $2. Happy to finally catch a live. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. Waterways, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you, Ariana and the mods. Really enjoy the stream callers and conversation tonight. Honestly, I really enjoyed it too. Sometimes it's super hard to contextualize you guys. Like, it feels like we're talking into an abyss. I've at least that's how I feel. So it's really cool to see you guys, like, you know, in your elements, talking to us and stuff like that. I really enjoyed it. Looney Tunes, thank you so much for the $2 and being the best mod. Next call in show, I want to prom my show.
Oh, you yeah, I didn't know you had a show.
Oh yeah, Looney
Okay.
Tunes started a show, so maybe next time.
Oh,
Honestly,
that's
Looney
cool.
Tunes. Yeah, Looney Tunes, just for reference, I don't have any access to the backstage or who they pick or anything like that. I can't see that. But next time we'll definitely keep an eye out for your stuff.
Yeah.
Member for 6 months. No, you need to look up marriage age legality. Narrator, thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. Yes, marriage age legality. That's the 16-year-old shit. The underage shit. Thank you so much for the $5, narrator. Most states don't have a legal minimum age for marriage. Churches sell children in their congregation all over this country into marriages. Yeah, I know that was also a problem in like Mormon stuff too. Guys, I think Rebecca just sent us a link on Twitter. Can someone check that out?
Oh yeah.
What is this fucking passcode shit on Twitter?
I know. I saw that today.
They changed the DMs. Yeah, I don't like it.
Fuck, what is this? Fucking so annoying.
Okay, so I'm gonna pin this in our chats. She sent us a donation link. So if you want to help out Rebecca, you can use this link to send to her directly through PayPal. Let me go ahead and pin that. Oh, wait. I don't know if it might not let me pin it actually. Hi, Dougie. Yeah, well, okay, it's not letting me pin it for some reason. I could pin it in mine, but I can't pin it in everybody else's. So, yeah, please send Rebecca some help if you're able to. That would be much appreciated. Because, yeah, she said she has until the 23rd, and that's coming right up. So, yeah, if you're able to give anything, much appreciated.
I have one more. It is, of all the people Trump's pardon, I ain't that mad George Santos' sentence was commuted, but he should have to serve as a congressional jester. Honestly, George Santos is just such a phenomenal grifter. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm honestly impressed at how well he was able to pull all that off. And he was sitting in Delta first class. Like, that man is unfazed, completely unfazed. Yeah, I mean, he knew, I don't know. Dude's just a fucking cockroach. I don't know. He's like the human embodiment of a fucking cockroach. But I will say, as much as I want to hate him, it's kind of impressive at the same time. I'm like, damn. That's kind of like, you know, you are a piece of shit, but you're really good at being a piece of shit. It's like kind of inspiring almost. But yeah, that's where I land on George Santos. I'm gonna be honest with you. But yeah, thank you so much for the $5. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I am going to head out. I'm so sorry I came on late, but I just had so many in-person stuff back to back today.
Oh no, that's okay.
No, it's fine. Ooh, what'd you do?
By the way, there's additional super chats. I don't know if these are for Rebecca or for you, Ariana, but Tigwick sent somebody $100.
They're not.
Oh, this was for Rebecca. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure if she saw this one. But yeah, Tigwig, thank you so much for sending Rebecca 100.
Did
That's
Rebecca
very
get it?
generous.
Are we sure Rebecca got that one? Because we want
I
to make
think
sure
she
she did.
missed it
I'm
because that
pretty
was the
sure
first one.
she got it because it's not in my chat. Also, Tigwig, this is Tigwig's like they sent $240 so far. I feel because there was
Wow,
another
Tigwig.
$100 and then there was another 20.
Damn.
Yeah, and then Tigwig also sent a PayPal too.
Oh, Tigwig, that's so kind of you.
Yeah.
There's also a couple others. There was this one from Ariana. I believe this is to Rebecca.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
not
there was another one from Kowalski to Rebecca. It says, with harvest coming to a successful conclusion, I feel compelled by the Lord to provide you with part of the funds for either a turkey or a rotisserie chicken. Please do not buy fish. So yeah, he sends the funds for a rotisserie chicken to Rebecca. So I believe that this is one also that we missed. And then one more from Looney Tunes to Rebecca is, on a scale of 1 to 100, Megan Kelly is drunk, which I agree with. But yeah, thank you all so much. There was a couple of other ones as well. I don't know who they're for. This might be for Rebecca, but just in case, I just wanted to spotlight them, either for Ariana or Rebecca. And I think that's
None
the
of
last
these are for me. I read my last one.
Okay, and then this one was also one that you read, right? This one is for you, I believe, Ariana.
No, Tigwig just sent me $20 and said, "I appreciate you too, Ariana. I appreciate you too, baby. Thank you." Yeah. That's
Also,
the
just to note, the people who are sending Rebecca money for her rent, the best way to get that to her is through her PayPal by picking the friends and family option, because she'll get the full amount. Because YouTube takes a percentage, obviously, which, if you still want to send it to her on a super chat, so you could do a super chat, that's completely cool. But I'm just letting you know, like, to get 100% of your money to Rebecca through PayPal via the friends and family option, not as like a service or product purchase, because you pick. Because PayPal charges a fee for that. Also, YouTube charges a fee for the super chats. So just throwing that out there for people who want to make sure that most of their money, in this case, all of their money is going to Rebecca.
And this one also to Rebecca, providing a donor of you all. Thank you so much. That's really kind of you all. Thank you all for the positivity and the good vibes. It's very, very much appreciated.
Yeah.
For people who are asking, I saw someone question the PayPal thing. So in PayPal, if you send it friends and family, it's like the equivalent of like Venmoing someone, whereas PayPal, like, this is it, the money sent, that's it. Whereas if you mark product or service, PayPal takes a percentage because they are taking a fee for, if there's an issue with the product or service you're paying for, they mediate it and will give you a refund or something like that. Whereas they don't do that with the friends and family thing. So that's why. Just letting you know why there's like two options.
But also any money that Rebecca gets from YouTube, or if you guys click the products option, she'll have to pay a tax on that too. So like at the end of the year, she needs to claim that was like money that she made. Whereas if you send it as like a friend or family, I think you could get like $15,000 as a gift every year or something like that, or like $10,000. So she also doesn't have to pay additional taxes on it either.
Oh, thanks. Wish the Dragon just said they sent 50 for Rebecca. That's really kind. You guys are so generous. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah,
I really appreciate
it's really sweet, especially with the holidays and like things being so fucking expensive. It's really sweet that you guys are chipping in like this.
Yeah, really appreciate you all.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go and knock out. But it was so nice meeting you guys, and I can't wait to meet more of you next week. This is really fun. I was a little skeptical, I'm not gonna lie, but you guys turned out being little sweet angels. So
you're all angels.
Only the best people watch.
Is that a Frenchie?
It is, yeah.
Oh, can I see your Frenchie?
Yeah, do you want to come up?
I'm so sorry,
doesn't
Matt.
like it when I pick her up.
Sorry.
But...
This is like literally
no, it's all good.
Dog. I will go crazy over a Frenchie. Wait, you did not tell me you were a Frenchie, Dad.
I'm gay, of course. I have a Frenchie.
So cute.
You kissed me on. She just French kissed me on camera. Don't do that.
What's his name?
You pervert. Zoya.
Is it a she or a he?
It's a she.
Oh,
wait, Mike, did you just question why people pegged you as the mom of the group over being the dad of the group?
I know.
You just looked at her.
Yeah, that didn't help your case at all.
Sweetie.
It's my child. It's my child.
Oh, little baby, so cute.
I know. I love you.
That's so cute. Okay.
Watch this. Watch this.
That's a very. Is that a? I'm sorry. Boy
I'm
or
doing a
girl
shot
dog?
collar joke. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Is that,
I was like, what's going
is,
on?
is that a boy or a girl dog? I forgot what you said.
It's a girl. Yeah.
She is very, very cute. Very adorable.
She's a very sweet young lady. Yeah. She
Oh,
always
look at that
says
face.
hello.
Cutest eyes ever. She has like the most kind eyes on earth.
She's very, very sweet. Yeah, she's.
I'm
the
an
sweetest
animal
little
lover,
girl.
guys. I love
Are you?
animals. I do. Yeah, I love animals so much. They're so much better than humans.
She's pretty cool. I like her.
All right, guys, I'm gonna knock out.
All right,
Cute
you
dog,
take
though.
care. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you
Bye,
have a good
guys.
weekend.
Have a good night.
You too.
Bye.
I think I'm losing it here. All right, let's.
Are you? We shouldn't have too much more. Do you want to go first?
Wait! I just noticed there's still people waiting in the room. We should probably just boot them so they aren't still just waiting.
Oh,
in
they
the
might
room.
just be watching. It's okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Okay. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
Doesn't matter. You can go ahead.
Okay. Let's see here. So, first one is from Grand Region. I read this one earlier. Get Bubby Cole and Leftist Mafia. He's a Dem running for governor in Texas. I'll look into him. Unknown says, I'm waiting on a gaming session episode. Would love to see you all try and draw using mice in your computers. That would be fun as hell. I would love to do that. We do need to do something of that nature. Hideous Lemon says, does a Mike Coup mean dystopian times is back? Oh, if it was just me, perhaps.
Oh, I remember dystopian times.
You were one of the first guests.
Yeah, I think I was on that first show. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna bring it back, but we did Leftist Mafia, so I'm like, well, I don't want to do 2 panel shows. That's it's too much work.
Yeah.
Bay Photo says, saw the people holding a giant grab 'em by the Epstein file sign from the pedestrian overpass above the freeway today. Libs are libbing, woke is back.
The libs are absolutely. I mean, have you seen
They're
some of
doing
those
buck wild.
videos? Have you seen some of those videos of like conservatives going up to libs at the No Kings thing, asking about like literally asking like 50, 60, 70-year-old people what they think about what happened to Charlie Kirk, and they're like, "Well, I think he deserved it."
I saw that shit. And then it was Caitlin Bennett, and she's like, your friend just said that she thinks I should die. And the lady just like laughs in her face. I'm like, bro,
wow,
these
the
libs are going wild.
Libs gone wild.
They're going fucking crazy. They're getting radicalized. I love it. They're not just going to lead the resistance. They're about to lead the fucking armed resistance. Like, goddamn, liberals.
Have you seen all these photoshops too of Charlie Kirk, where like conservatives they overstepped their like boundaries here, and they went and their demand to make everyone respect Charlie Kirk beyond what he even was, like as some sort of like saint, has backfired, and like
Absolutely.
the reverse has happened, whereas like even non-political people view him as just like a joke, like a meme now. They overplayed their hand, and they've turned Charlie Kirk unwillingly into a joke. And this is not to like leftists. This is like the photoshops I'm seeing are from like completely non-political, like apolitical people, accounts that never talk about politics.
They're just putting his face on like random celebrities, like deep fakes and stuff like that. Just it's crazy.
They've like, and the conspiracies about his wife have been mainstream too. She is she's gone from a sympathetic figure to people thinking like she's like a 100th dimensional chess player making a power play. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, like you said, they overplayed their hand. They went too far in on like the cancel culture bullshit, and it backfired so severely. And they have nobody to blame but themselves. Okay, here. So we have a chat from Kowalski. Thanks for the 10, Kowalski, who says, we have a 500-gallon per minute irrigation well hooked to a 3-inch hose that we use to pressure wash our cattle trailers. Mike, I'm giving you an open invitation. Must weigh over 200 pounds to use. I don't weigh over 200 pounds to use, though. Damn it. That would be amazing. That'd be amazing. Love power washing. Sam says, thoughts on Valve's Steam hardware announcement. It made me excited. I'm looking forward to the new Steam Frame VR headset and finally be free from Meta. I saw that announcement. Everything that they announced looks super cool. I can't say that I'll be purchasing it, but if that little console thing that they released, it's not really a console, it's like a mini PC, if that's affordable enough, that could be a really cool thing. Like, that could be a PC like replacement, because gaming PCs can be expensive. It could be like a fucking console killer. I'm excited about it, honestly. I'll be following that. Probably won't pick any of those up, but it looks cool.
They're picking a really good time to. I saw the news. I thought first thing I thought was they're picking a really good time to do this because Microsoft looks like they're exiting the console world.
They say they're not, but they're kind of doing
yeah.
that.
Which is incredible to me because I don't play Xbox anymore, but I still think my son does. But I just because I have a PC that I use for games, which is basically just Fortnite. But anyway, what I'm saying is, it's they had to. I still think they have the best like online gaming like system, like platform, like with Xbox Live. So it's shocking to me that they like messed up so badly. That they fell from like being at the top of the console wars to being a distant third now, I think, right?
Well, I mean, they always they were always behind Sony, right? But during the Xbox 360 generation, they really had a good head start. But the problem is that they kept buying up these studios and just fucking up, not putting out, out enough games, and now their exclusives are everywhere else, so there's really no incentive to buy an Xbox. So I don't know what they're doing, but yeah, I feel like it's really going to come down to PlayStation, Sony, and Valve now, seemingly, because Xbox they're just a game studio now for all intents and purposes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, so your KC comrade Michelle says, can I get you guys to check out Hartzell Gray? He is a black socialist tenant union organizer running to try and flip a newly gerrymandered rural district in MO. Matt Leck had him on LR a bit ago. I'll look into that person as well. I might end up doing more interviews in the near future. Oh, I'm sorry, Dougie. I'm sorry. Bopped her on the head. So I might do more interviews with candidates. And if I do, I'll definitely be sure to check out these candidates you all are bringing to my attention, because there's a lot of really great recommendations. Fred Skull says they are softening their base to the Epstein grossness by rebranding him as a barely legal enthusiast because the Epstein file release is imminent. I think that you nailed it. Yeah, that's precisely what they're doing. It's very gross.
A barely legal enthusiast. I've never. It's a pretty great way to put it. Actually, it's pretty funny.
It's yeah.
Barely legal enthusiast.
Cucker Tarlson, thank you for becoming a member. Stoneflower says, Kelly says it is about sexual preference, not predation. Unknown says, I would recommend checking out Ally 202. Ally 202, excuse me. They're a leftist that has had opportunity to ask people like Hakeem Jeffries things in person. I think I know who that person is. I believe this is the woman who asked him about APAC donations. I could be wrong, but that would be a great person to have on. You're definitely correct about that. If I'm thinking of the right person. Dan Samaflange, thank you for the 20. Very generous super chat. Hey, LM, love your streams and all your individual shows. Please look into Dylan Blaha. He is running here in Illinois to flip a Corpo Dem seat in the House. Nat Guard medic who has spoken out against deploying on protesters. Very cool. Okay, another person to check out. Thank you so much and appreciate the generous super chat. Pendulous Dragon, thank you for being a member for 2 years now. That is very, very cool. Appreciate that. Cucker Tarlson says, yay, finally a part of the THR fam. You rock my... Well, thank you so much. Thanks for being a part of the fam. Welcome, welcome. Dirty Pirates says, Epstein analogizes Trump to a dog. Christy Gnome somewhere. Profuse sweating intensifies. That's a good chat. JJ Sayan says, I've been watching Hassan in China. It's funny seeing haters calling him unpatriotic on what Hassan said while they're busy licking Israel's boots. That is, yeah, that's a great point. I don't know why they're freaking out about him in China saying that he's unpatriotic. Who cares? Like,
Why do they care about what Hassan says or
Hassan could
does?
fart and they would literally criticize the tone and pitch of his fucking fart. Like, it doesn't matter what he does, they will find some reason to hate him. And I think it's so stupid. Like, they talk about Trump derangement syndrome. Kyle Kalinske made this point that people have Hassan derangement syndrome legitimately. Like, they need to get off his nuts and get a hobby. Because I don't if you don't want to watch Hassan, don't watch Hassan. It's so weird the way that they find every little fucking thing to nitpick about him.
I've never considered the pitch and tone of a fart before, and now it's something that's going to be on my mind for.
I apologize for that.
It's never occurred to me that you could even analyze a fart in such a way. But I guess the audiophile and Mike.
I mean, you'd be surprised. There's nuances in everything, Matt.
Mike, make sure he listens to his farts on Tidal and not Spotify, because Spotify compresses their audio.
you got to have a really clear, crisp, fart to get all the subtleties. Sorry, dying here. Unknown says, I find it funny when you say period, full stop. What you call a period, we call a full stop in the UK. Well, interesting. Maybe it's my inner Brit coming out. Tiger says there's a JE email mentioning photos of Trump blowing Bubba, allegedly Bill Clinton. Imagine righties trying to wrap their bigot brains around that. So they're mentioning him blowing Bill Clinton. Maybe they've got to be joking. I don't think this photo exists. And if it does, I wouldn't be able to wrap my mind around that, because it would, like, if I saw that, it would immediately, I'd have like this homophobic thought. So I hope it doesn't exist.
Listen, we were young. We were experimenting.
Lord Jesus.
I don't know why. Okay. I don't know why all of a sudden my Trump has turned into a 90-year-old smoker from Queens.
He's a very nice guy. He whipped it out. Oh, no, I need to stop. I can't even joke about that. That's so gross. They're both so crusty and gross. Unknown says, aren't there states where marriage is legal at that age, though? I think California is one. I don't know the specifics. There are states, certainly, where there is legal child marriages, and that is not acceptable. That needs to be outlawed. And the fact that that is a thing still, and conservatives are going after, like, gay marriages, yeah, priorities, right? They're ass backwards. Susan says, Mike, please never stop calling him President Nekosi. I won't, Susan. I won't, just for you. Raven says, do it, let's go, in response to the calls. Well, good news, past Raven. We did it. Seth says, do you know a watch group like Citizens Against AIPAC that tracks GOP town halls in red districts so we can show up and hold GOP lawmakers accountable? I don't, actually.
They don't hold them. That's the problem.
That's a fair point. Fair point, yeah. Sam says, boycott Starbucks and Chuck Schumer must go. Yeah, thank you, Sam, for bringing this up. They launched a nationwide boycott. The workers of Starbucks did. Actually, I think it might be a global boycott because of their worker rights violations, their union busting. So do not cross the picket line. Do not shop at Starbucks. Support your local ma and pa shop. I mean, kind of like always, if you want coffee, I think that it's best to support local business instead of these giant corporate chains. But definitely don't cross the picket line now that they're doing this initiative, because I think that, we've got to stand in solidarity with the workers. Rolando says, nobody should be fooled by Schumer's public posturing. At best, he is an incompetent, ineffectual leader. He definitely greenlit the caving to the GOP. I 1000% agree, Rolando. If you can't keep your caucus together, you have no business being in leadership. G-Wick, thank you for the 20. Very, very generous super chat there. I've been watching since the first episode. No shit, that's crazy. I'm subscribed to all of you. I've missed a few. I was a guest at our county's fine vacation establishment. I don't recommend it. The food is terrible and mattresses are lumpy. That doesn't sound too great, but hey, I appreciate you watching all of us. Thank you so much. Very, very generous of you to send that chat as well. Tyler Hackner, member for 34 months. Tyler, my goodness, thank you so much, my man. Appreciate you. Red Fire Blue Eyes says, time for us independent voters who are reluctant to register as Dems to do so. It's the only way we can vote out corporate establishment Dems. I mean, certainly if you live in a closed primary state, definitely do that. Archangel says, Mike, I hope you guys start doing this semi-regularly. I'd love to join your stream in a future episode if I can't get in tonight. Archangel, I think we probably will. I think that was a lot of fun, and it seems like you all enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. So yeah, I'd love to talk to you, Archangel. That'd be a blast. July. So they sent this in after they dropped the call. I fixed my technical difficulties. I'm glad we got to talk to July. They were great. Omega says, now Becca and Ari know how the MR chat was when Kowalski was in studio because he was in town for the Leftist Reckoning and Ben Burgess show. By the way, got to meet him at that show. We were the same height. Okay, I didn't know that Kowalski was at Majority Report in studio. That's really cool.
Yeah, he was. I forgot about that. I wasn't there,
Okay.
but yes, yeah, he was. Yep.
He's a household name in leftist spaces. We love Kowalski.
He's been a long time listener, caller, to the point where he himself has his own fan base.
That's amazing. That's really cool. Omega says also shout out to the bro Ola. And KC Comrade says, so sad I lost connection and can't get back in. Well, don't feel too bad. Hopefully we'll do this again relatively soon. It'd be awesome to talk to you as well, Casey Comrade. But yeah, I'm sorry it didn't work out this time. Let me see who's next here. Just got two more. Hideous Lemon says, we need July as a permanent
I'll be
member.
right back. Sorry, give me 1 second.
Yeah, no problem. Yes, July was a superstar. They were amazing. And last but not least, we have ABS who says, hey, Mike, just wanted to ask if you saw the new South Park episode and also if you saw Steam unveil their new console PC. I did see my response to Sam's question. And yeah, I did watch the new South Park episode. I loved it. I'm still enjoying it. It's like, you know, the shock value of them making fun of Donald Trump is certainly wearing off. But the scene, I won't spoil it, that they made was disturbing but necessary because you know it's going to piss off conservatives. I'm not going to say what scene, but just go watch it. Good stuff.
Is that the one where they did the because I did see a clip of this, but I'm not sure if it was the most recent episode where they did the 6-7 storyline?
No. So that was, I think, 2 episodes ago, I want to say. This one, I don't want to say because I just want you all to be surprised when you watch it. It's disturbing as hell, though. Just be warned. You're going to be traumatized at the visuals. Okay, that's all I have. So it's up to you now.
All right, cool. Let's do this. My first super chat is from Cucker Tarlson with a $10 super chat. Sending this to Matt since Lance isn't here. I wanted to say we're super excited about Brandon Sutton coming on the Leftist Mafia as a guest. I messaged Lance asking to have him on, and I'm stoked he followed through. That's I'm stoked to have him on too. I think it's funny that you didn't message me to ask him, being that I see him every single Thursday. But hey, it worked. You got him on. It's also good to know how it came about because I was like, what did Brandon go to Lance instead of me to ask?
I was
so
like
confused.
I was like, wait, Brandon Sutton, like that Brandon, and not through Matt.
I was confused.
Yeah,
he should be on. I think he's coming on next week. But when I mentioned, but when I mentioned on the Majority Report, he seemed to have mistaken when Thanksgiving is. So it might not be next week. It might be the following week or something. I will have to figure it out.
Well, Thanksgiving is the week after next.
Right. So I think he might meant either he's coming on next week or the week after Thanksgiving, I think, is what he was saying.
Okay.
He has to check.
I see.
because he's across the Atlantic now, so he doesn't
Right.
celebrate us our American holidays anymore. Looney Tunes 9000 with a super chat. This is in honor of Grandma Surfs. Happy birthday! Yes, happy birthday to Grandma
Yeah.
Surfs. Which I just assume it's her name. Which every time
is.
I say it, it makes me think of Grandpa Smurf, but we're saying Grandma Surfs. Bay Photo with a super chat. What entity would be responsible for releasing the files? Would it be Congress, the courts? Because if it's DOJ or FBI, I don't see it happening. I think Congress has a good amount. I don't know if they have
Well, the Democrats on the Oversight Committee, the way that they got those emails was they subpoenaed Epstein's estate. So they subverted the FBI and the DOJ. So if if that's something that they can do, I think they're going to do it, and that's why we're starting to get some answers. So yeah, because I agree with you. I don't think it's going to come through the FBI, even if the discharge petition passes the House. I don't know if it's going to pass the Senate. If it passes the Senate, it goes to Trump's desk. Trump's not going to sign that. So I think the best way to do it is to subpoena the estate. Get everything you can. Subpoena every fucking thing. Call on people to testify. Call on Andrew to testify. Probably won't come, but call Peter Thiel. Get all these motherfuckers to testify. Democrats, especially if they take back the House next year, they better flex some muscles and call on everybody to testify.
I agree. Sanity Plate with a super chat. I've been working on the Ben Shapiro My Sharona parody on the side, learning so much Daily Wire lore. Do any of you know anyone who'd perform it? I don't know what you're talking. A My Sharona parody that is about Ben Shapiro. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, we know some musicians, right? There's Zed Tabani. He's one. There, he might. I don't. He's busy enough. I don't know.
Andy Cole with the super chat says, "Clip
Dry
this whole
shrub.
segment and put it out for cyclists." That was a good segment with
That was a great segment.
July. I almost said June. I'm forgetting the months. Kowalski with the super chat. This donation is meant for purchasing V-Bucks to get Fortnite skins. Thanks for letting me on the show tonight. That was a massive boost to my self-confidence. Hey, Kowalski, you're a great person to have on the show. You're very charismatic and very entertaining. And apparently, according to our female co-hosts, very hot as well. Apparently, you're
and the chatters too, Kowalski. So you should feel very good.
You're a smoke show, apparently.
You're a hit.
Maybe you're making a mistake by doing this farmer stuff, and you should get on OnlyFans, or maybe you should make your own called Only Farmers.
Only Farmers.
Maya with the super chat. Just cause I love y'all. Thank you so much, Maya. I appreciate that. SG with the super chat. Successful experiment. I see the potential to boost local organizers. I hope you guys keep doing this. Yeah, that's. I think it went very well. Yeah. Michael Reich with a $25.38 super chat. What is the meaning of that very specific number?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the stroll down memory lane in STL, like St. Louis, I assume. Yeah, no, that was a great call from July. Oh boy, how do I say this name?
ABS.
Oh no, that's not what I see. I see someone else.
Oh, that was I didn't unstart that. I'm sorry. This one is the one you were talking about, right?
Yeah, Dialopardo's Wondrous Musings with a super chat. Has Mike tried a Linda Belcher impression?
I've never tried it. Bob.
It's pretty good. Go ahead.
Is it?
Yeah. Give me some more.
What else would she say?
Sing a song. She loves to sing.
Oh, it's been too long. I haven't seen Bob's Burgers in a minute. I don't know. I could just do Bob. That's
Bob is pretty good.
I got Bob nailed. I don't know what else you would say, so I gotta watch it more and
Oh, she'd be like, "It's Christmas,
Bob. It's Christmas." I don't know. That just sounds gay. I get the Bob. I gotta
She
start
would
with the
hold
Bob.
she would hold the A in Christmas. Christmas.
Oh yeah. See, I could just do the Bob. I think that's probably as far as it goes before it just sounds like a gay man. Not that I don't always sound like that, but like it would just devolve into just my regular voice. I think I'm not very good at impressions,
I
unfortunately.
mean, isn't her the voice of Linda Belcher? Isn't it a gay man?
I don't know who the dude is that does her voice.
I mean, maybe he's not gay.
You know
I
who
don't
Linda
know,
Belcher
but
sounds like? Eminem.
no, she doesn't. Oh, he is the guy who does Linda Belcher's voice is a gay guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Makes sense. Yeah.
No, so okay. Do you know this? I don't remember the name of the song where Eminem goes, "Two trailer park girls go around the outside, around the outside." Somebody put Linda Belcher's picture over the Eminem song.
Really? Oh,
and I was like, hang on a second. I hear it. It sounds similar. Like we can't play it because it'd be copyright, of course, but Eminem sounds like Linda Belcher in that part of the song. I can't remember the name of the song though.
Oh my God! I'm watching it right now. It does.
Right?
When he does that high pitched voice, he does that. Yeah.
That's Linda Belcher.
Wow. That's incredible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love Bob's Burgers. I think it's become my favorite.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. And I actually think, a lot of people, with The Simpsons, obviously the older episodes are the best. But with Bob's Burgers, I think the newer seasons get better and better. Because they've gotten very sentimental on Bob's Burgers.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Have you noticed?
I haven't watched it since the movie. Like we got caught up. We watched the movie, of course. And then we haven't really watched it since then. Not because we don't like it, just kind of like haven't gotten back to it. So I need to get back to it. But
right, they were much meaner and ruder and less caring of each other in the older episodes. And now the newer Bob's Burgers seasons, they've played on that family dynamic and they've gotten a lot more sentimental in terms of like the family caring for each other and everything. It's very, while still being very funny. The show is very good now. I think they're at their peak these past few seasons.
Okay, nice. I'll have to go back to it.
Oh, Sam was on the latest episode.
He was.
Which Hugo or one of the other characters Sam does? I mean, being that you said Sam's character, I'm assuming
Spectre.
It's Hugo, but Sam does play. Sam plays the guy in the couple who owns the art store. Who else does he play on that show? He plays a few characters.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know he played a few characters.
Hugo is the biggest character. He does a bunch of other minor characters.
Okay.
The only other one I can remember off the top of my head is the art store couple, the old couple that owns the art store.
I think so.
As the voice of the guy and the old man in the couple.
Okay. I don't know if I ever noticed that.
Harold is his name, right? Harold.
Okay. Let me see. I feel like I didn't recognize him. Bob's Burgers.
Who else is it? I'm looking up to see who else he plays on Bob's Burgers. Harold. Oh, and then he played specific characters on like episodes where like a character like has like a role just for that episode.
Okay, yeah, that's Sam Cedar. I think that it was disguised enough to where I didn't pick it up. But now that I'm listening, okay, yeah, that's Sam. Interesting.
All right, let's go to the next super chat. MH, thank you though, Deal Portal, for that Bob's Burger segue. I love them on Bob's Burgers. It's great. MH 777 with a super chat. Wine Mom Mike. Sorry, this is going to be my last member chat for a while. Have baby and broke. Oh, well, congratulations on the baby. Are you
Congrats.
one of the people who told me that you had a baby, or are you dropping this news for the first time? But congratulations. It is a wonderful thing. I'm having a great time right now with the baby. I usually, for the first two. So first one, very difficult. Chalk it up to us being inexperienced. Second one, much, much, much easier. But still, the first like 5 or 6 months still felt like work. Like, still felt like it wasn't as fun. Because I have fun with the kids when they usually get past that 5-6 month period where they start having a real personality, start turning and crawling and stuff like that. But this baby, she has been fantastic since day one. She has been a pleasure and a joy since the first day. So she has changed my mind about newborns and babies. They are wonderful now.
Does she sleep through the night and everything like that?
She is the easiest baby I have.
That's amazing.
Sleeps through the night, rolls with the flow, goes with the flow, rolls with whatever we got to do, goes along for the ride. Always got a giggle and a smile. Barely, if she's upset, it's 9 times out of 10 just because she's hungry. Maybe 1 time out of 10 she got a diaper that needs to be changed, but we're usually on top of that. But like, other than that, no complaints, no problems. She's starting to get a little bit antsy because she's now at the point where she's old. She's 5 months now. She very much wants to move about herself. She just started being able to turn over, like roll over.
Oh, okay.
She's getting frustrated because she wants to be able to do more.
She's gonna start scooting soon.
Yeah. So like this is probably the first time where she's starting to be like antsy and cry without there being anything we really do for her. But you know what? She's gone this long with being a perfect little child. She's allowed to get frustrated about this. I give her that pass.
She is so damn adorable with all of her hair. And you posted the picture of you and your kids when you voted, and they're all just like little mini versions of you. Like it's so cute.
Yes, they are. I mean, she is over the top with the hair though. We have pictures, like they all have long hair now, and they all were born with a good amount of hair, but she puts them to shame. Like they had like a good amount of hair for a baby. This baby literally had like a good amount of hair for like a metalhead. Like she had a full blown, like it's insane.
It's so adorable.
Let's go to Ryan Lennon fan with a member for 28 months super chat, over 2 years. Thank you, Ryan Lennon fan. It's funny that Matt thinks Xbox's online subs are a good value. Matt, that hasn't been the case for almost 7 years now since PS Now. It has doubled the games. I didn't say good value. I said the best interface and like setup. John Jeffrey with the super chat. Farts sound funny. They made me laugh. Cucker Tarleton with a became a member. Thank you so much, Cucker Tarleton. I'm losing my voice now. You can hear me cracking. And another super chat from Cucker Tarleton. I thought about asking you to invite Brandon on a day you weren't on MR. Sorry, dude. LOL. And Charlie DeShinamar with a super chat, a membership super chat member for 27 months. Can we get another Twitch raid on Galactic Streamlord tonight? Sure. Yeah. And speaking of Twitch, Drew from New Jersey, thank you for subscribing with Prime over on Twitch. And Valis Nova, thank you for the gigantifying emote with 30 bits. Thank you so much. And with that, folks, I think that's the show. You have any last minute super chats, Mike?
No. I'm just teeing up the raid for Galactic.
I'm going to do the same. Let me do that right now. All right, folks. This was for a show that we had no idea what was going to come of it, because it was just Mike and then a split second before we went live, I jumped on board, and it was just the two of us for a good like 30-40 minutes. This show was I think one of the best and most fun. Maybe not one of the best because we've had like big guests on, and like had like shows where like there was tons of news or whatever. But easily the most fun show.
Yeah, it turned out really great. We took a chance.
This was a lot
and
of
radar.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Gonna raid Galactic Streamlord now, and we will see you all real soon.
Take care, everybody.
Oh wait, hold on. I got 2 seconds before the raid, and all right, here we go. I'm raiding.
All righty. We'll see you next Thursday.